Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the podcast. As you can tell, we're doing video episodes these days, and it's coming with a few learning curves. I've had a few mistakes already. On this episode with Anthony, the charging port went out mid-video, so there's only so much video, and after that it's just a static Crashcast card. Very sorry. And then on the one next week is with Brett Cole, and yeah, I forgot to delete some things from my phone, which I'm using to record, and my hard drive filled up, and so there's about 30 minutes missing from that one too. But I'm trying to cure all the mistakes. Sorry. I'm really digging that it's on video. I got to get better at it. I got to learn some things, and I got to make a just some presets to check in before I start doing things like an unprofessional. So thanks everybody for watching. Sorry for the interruptions. It's just gonna be video to nothing for the next two. That's my bad, and we'll see ya. Yeah, he's like, I want to sit in the comfortable seat.
Right, yeah.
That's how we start him. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man? I'm doing good.
So on a scale of 1 to terrible, how much pain are you in, Mr. Tattoo Junkie?
I mean, now, it's not all that bad,
It's
right?
not. It fades pretty quick.
It fades pretty quick,
Yeah.
but I'm going to say that was, and I just got my throat done. I've gotten my back done.
When did you get your throat done?
So I got it done. I finished it 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God! And you got one on your leg yesterday, and then your whole chest today.
Yep. It's pretty brutal.
So
right
you're a
now.
glutton for pain, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And the throat was by far the worst pain I'd ever felt in my life.
Did Chance do that one too?
Yeah, he did this one too. And it goes down into my chest a
Oh
little
shit!
bit. Like it goes into the shoulders a little.
I've been off social media for a few months, so I don't know what's going on anymore. But my God,
most of my shit hides out on Instagram, man.
Instagram.
That's where I always post shit.
I think that's the only one worth using anymore.
I know, man.
I mean,
Facebook is just like
it's a joke.
Who's using it? I mean, honestly, outside of like shows that are kind of popping up, what is there?
A few shows, handful. There's one tomorrow night, but this won't come out till the week after. So
right, no telling.
Oh my God.
Dude,
that's too many and too. But you said your goal is to be done in a year with your body.
Dude, I want to be done. Like I want to have legs. I want to have
back.
Feet.
Are you doing your butt?
I won't. So I don't want to do my ass, and I don't want to do like my groin.
Inner thigh, groin area.
Yeah, because that's so like this goes down. I mean, nobody here can see it. This goes down into like the upper groin area.
V.
Yeah, and it fucking hurt.
I can't even imagine, dude.
So bad. It was
oh my God.
incredibly painful. And this one was probably one of the worst sessions I've ever had.
The chest, the whole front section there.
Yeah, because once you get into the stern, like the middle, like sternum type section, it's just all bone, and then it goes into like that void section where it's just like nothing, and that is super
just the
painful.
fat, that muscle pad
like
right
in
there.
the middle. Yeah. I got a little bit of the hip too.
Did you hit the nip? Did you get on the nipple?
So he did actually hit that, and specifically went a line through it. So like, dude, I thought he was close because everything on that like section on your like boob type area, it all feels like you're on the nipple.
Right.
And then he did one, and I was like, that fucking really hurt. And I look, and it's like slashed through it. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's different.
That fucking hurt.
How long did it take?
So this one. It's most of the way done. I'll give it away.
Yeah,
I'll blame it on Chance. Chance had to fucking leave. We're finishing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow it'll feel real nice.
I know. So we're probably like 80% done.
And maybe 88. It's just that little section.
It's like one section on the right chest. But yeah, so this was about 4 hours worth.
Damn.
Yeah.
How long did the leg take?
So leg was about the same.
Really?
Yeah, it was about 4 hours also, but it's full color and everything. This is going to be multiple sessions on the chest.
Oh, for sure. That thing is large.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people can't see it, but it's like your whole fucking...
The whole thing.
I mean, unbelievable.
I think it's probably about 4 or 5, something like that sounds about realistic.
So do you have anything specific theme-wise, or is it just, I like this shit, do it?
I mean, so my left arm is mostly like just kind of like evil, like traditional type shit.
Traditional.
That I just like. My right arm actually does kind of have a theme. It's mostly like villain type stuff. So I got like Frieza, I've got Green Goblin, Thanos. I got one of the characters from Saw.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bit more room. I'm gonna fill out. I'm not sure what with.
Not sure yet.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead.
And so, do you remember the movie Small Soldiers?
100%
Dude,
I love Small Soldiers, dude. That's a classic.
I love that fucking
It holds
movie.
up too.
I know. I went back and watched it like a year or so ago, and I was like, this is still
Same.
so fucking good. I've seen it like a million
I think they had it on Netflix or some shit, and I was like watching that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The toys? Oh, they made toys?
Yeah. Absolutely. I've got one. I've got the Chip Hazard, the main
terrifying.
guy. Dude.
Everybody was like, they're going to come to life.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm pretty tempted to get him on my inner arm, like Chip had the main bad guy.
That would
Dude, 'cause he
be
looks so
pretty
sick.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
With the toy cut lines
Yeah,
and shit. Have like a
exactly.
little word bubble or something, comic book
That's
style.
what I've been thinking.
That'd be awesome.
It fits so well. So, but yeah.
That's fucking wild, man. I can't believe. And you'll probably do it too. Are you going to put like stars and shit, old traditional style, in between all the dead space?
Yeah, so I've got like a little bit of space that I need to fill with like actual stuff. I've got some spots like right here on inner
Right.
arm and then like an outer arm kind of spot in the back. I got to fill those up with something a bit more sizable, but then the rest of it is mostly just going to be Stardot.
Oh, you got
throughout.
your fucking knuckles done too.
Yeah, so I got
Barbed
my knuckles done. I do want to do the bottom knuckles, but they don't
Really?
line up quite as well, so I don't know
No.
what I'm going to put there. Like I can't
Words,
really put...
maybe?
Well, words would look okay when you like curl up like
I
a
saw
fist.
I saw a guy do it like this, so
I've
it
seen
didn't
that.
make any sense when their hands were apart, but when you put them
Exactly.
together, they say something.
That's
A little
kind of
even.
#1 victory royale.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I fucking live and
Fortnite.
die, motherfuckers.
I don't know, man. It's like I can't get words unless it's like gonna line up. My fingers are so fucked. They don't.
They
line up at
are
all.
extremely long in the center.
Yeah, and the
Like your pinky's
real
fucking taking a
short.
break back here by the bottom knuckle.
It's so weird.
It's
So
incredible.
I don't even
Do
know.
you
what
play
I'll put.
guitar?
No.
You should.
It's got weird fingers.
Yeah. Fucking solo master. Just because when you tuck it all down, everything would be even. That's amazing.
That's a
you
good
should
point,
you
man.
should pick up the guitar.
25.
Start a
guitar.
band. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's never too late. I watched a fucking YouTube a few months back of an 80-year-old doing stand-up for the first time.
What?
And he crushed it.
Dude.
Maybe because he was old and sweet, but
Yeah.
I was giggling the
That's
whole
funny.
fucking set. He did 2 minutes and it was perfect.
That's great.
Never too late, man.
Definitely.
Beer.
I do like beer.
I wonder how long it's going to be till they tell us we can't drink beer on YouTube.
Oh, soon. Honestly,
It's got to be coming.
Yeah.
I was talking earlier, they pre-screen your videos now. That's just terrifying. I'm like, so now, people love the no edit. I love the no edit because it makes my job fucking way easy. You just go stick, clip,
Yep.
clip,
Same.
print. And now it's going to be like, didn't work. Here's all the reasons why. Then you got to go through and fix it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the copyright shit is just so absurd right now.
Getting
Like,
insane.
Yeah.
You're going to have to just write your own tunes for everything you do online.
exactly. We're to the point where I think we have to reevaluate like how DMCA is handled anyway. Because
yeah.
it just doesn't fit the current
It doesn't.
world.
And how much money do you want for the 3-second TikTok video that has your 2
Exactly.
seconds of a song
The
behind
struggle
it?
with YouTube is that they're trying to do the whole children thing.
The children thing. Yeah, you have to literally click, does this video be for children? And then you, obviously, I'm going to click
Right.
no.
It's either yes or no.
And then, but
Yes.
that's all the parameters.
Yeah.
So that you're either going to get hella monetized or none at all,
Yep.
basically. Unless you're like a established channel where you get hella views and you
Even
can...
those huge channels are like bleeping out curse words now all the time.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
The
Tons
first
of it.
The first I've always heard this. Like the first 30 seconds to a minute of a video,
Cussing.
you need to bleep it.
Yep.
But after that, it's usually not screened.
Because I think the pre-screen is just a minute or two
Exactly.
into the video, yeah.
right.
And I'm
Well,
probably...
we start our podcast with cracking open beer.
Right.
Crack
Yeah.
open, yeah. We can be like, it's cola, and they're like, we have video evidence that it is not cola.
Definitely not cola.
I'm just
It's like
gonna
a
get some
light
sleeves.
cola.
Yeah, it's light cola. Don't look, children.
It's
Children
taped
shouldn't be
over
listening to
there.
this shit anyway.
That's no joke.
See, look at that. We're 8 minutes in. Shit, fuck, piss. We can swear all we want.
Dude, we're
we're-
in.
oh my
we're
God.
in.
Let's just spread it out. There is a kid's YouTube though.
Yeah. It's like
So
its
why
whole
not
thing.
just... There's your children's YouTube, and regular YouTube's for what, 13 and is it 13? I
Exactly.
think it's 13 and up.
I thought you were required to have or be 13 to have an
Verified,
account anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know either, but there's an ass load of children content on
Yep.
just regular YouTube.
Yeah. They cracked down on that super. I think it was like the FTC or something. Cracked down
they
on
got
them over it
because it was like a ton of like
advertisements to kids.
Advertisements to kids and really fucked up, like, I guess, bot videos where like it'd be like superheroes, but they'd be real shitty.
Right.
And the beginning of the video is completely normal, but then as you go into it, like 10, 15 minutes, and then like all of a sudden Spider-Man's killing people. And it's like in the,
so
but it's drawn like children's things, so it's like
so parents aren't going to notice
no,
until
they look and they're like, oh, it's fine, you know, and then it caught fire and they took a ton of it down, but then it caused all this ripple effect,
right?
Where now you're just like you're kind of just fucked. It's like, can we just split it up? Let's just split it up.
Yeah, put it its own thing. I mean, pretty
thought
much
it was
is
its
now.
own thing.
Do you remember all the old commercials where like every channel had their own gaming like site?
Yes.
They always explicitly were like, get your parents' permission.
Right.
Yes.
And now that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Like, everybody
Yeah.
has an iPad or something connected.
Yeah,
to it.
and they might still say it, but they don't enforce it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't.
how can you?
Right.
Unless it's like, well, I guess we'll get there with these fucking things. It'll scan you and be like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, hold your ID up. You say you're 37.
Oh my god, dude, yeah, because every kid has done this, right? You go to Pornhub, you weren't 18, so you clicked. Of course, you're over 18. Come on, I mean,
dude.
like every kid.
I mean,
did
I was
that.
born way before the internet, so my porn was hidden in the woods.
Right.
But
yeah, the little Playboy bags stuck together.
oh,
and
100%,
shit.
dude. Like in the fort or whatever, and like all the neighborhood kids knew right where it was at. It's disgusting. At least these kids get to just be at home.
Yeah, they get all the crate, dude. Another
bastard.
story.
Yeah.
Yes.
So have you been at any shows since everything's sort of kind of loose?
Yeah. So the last show I'd been to before COVID, I went up to Chicago and saw. It was in February, right before shutdown. I went and saw Josiah, Snot, and a couple other artists, hip hop type stuff.
Snot, cool.
He's pretty crazy. But no, so I got to see that show, and then COVID shut down everything. It was funny though, because like
right after, wasn't it March?
Yeah, it was like
March?
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So I went to that show and I drove all the way to Chicago, get there and get super sick out of nowhere as soon as I get there. Didn't know what was going on because I didn't really know COVID had gotten to the U.S. yet.
I don't think any of us did.
And
They were like, shit, it's here, and closed everything down.
Right,
It was like
and that
a
was in
few days.
March.
Yeah, right.
So like for me, I was just like, oh, I'm really sick, but I still went to the show. Like,
Of course,
I didn't
you're like
know
ash is
better.
cold.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever. I went, and I felt like shit for a couple more days after, and that was
But
it.
didn't everybody say it? Like, I remember getting fucking stupid ill, and I don't ever get sick in like December-ish. Right before that.
Yeah,
And,
right.
yeah, and I was just like, I never get sick. I never get pneumonia. I never get the flu. I barely get colds. If I do, they're like a day or two. This shit was like a week long.
Yep.
And I was fucking miserable.
Right.
But then it's like, probably wasn't COVID.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't know.
We just
None of
don't
us know.
know. No.
It is so fucked.
I'm
man.
waiting for the at-home kit.
I know. Well, so
that
now
would be so nice.
I'm curious now that everybody's got the vaccine. Like, what are these? The initial tests that they had. What are those called?
The nose where they jam your brain?
Well, so that's when you have it. But I'm talking about like the ones where you've had it in the past. Like, would those even be accurate
the blood
anymore?
test.
Yeah, because
Up
you've
to 6 months, I think, is what they're saying.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I don't know. It changes every day, so
yeah,
who really knows?
it's so new. Yeah, but so after that, I didn't go to a show for like a year and a half. The first show I went to was like, it was, everything was done.
I went to one live stream that wasn't my own.
Right.
But that's
different.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Like, the performances are awesome, and it's cool to be around your buddies when you're, very limited contact and everybody's spaced out and all that. And,
Right.
But it was, it's just strange.
Yeah.
We played in Vino's, and it was just like, but it was empty.
Right.
Empty.
Yeah, it's like a sound check.
And you're
almost.
still trying to do it's worse. There was
Really?
less people.
Oh.
I mean, it's literally, it was Kurt,
Mm-hmm.
the guy running the switcher, the cameraman, and the sound guy.
Wow.
And us. Yeah.
That is so wild.
So wild. And everyone beforehand, were masked up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we took them off to perform. Then as soon as you're done, it's just right
them
back
back.
to work. And you're trying to be diligent as possible and have conversations, like this, not standing next to each other and hugging and high-fiving. And
Right. It was a weird time. I mean, it still kind of
weird.
is.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
but
think we're going right back to it. I'm so
bound to be
fucking
there.
like, God, dude.
And it's because, so I'll admit, I'm probably part of the problem. I got my vaccine. I got both of them right as soon as I could. But I did go to a big festival down in fucking Florida. So, I mean, who knows, what happened there. I mean, I went down to Rolling Loud in Florida. It's like 60,000 people, right? Like just
Rolling
gigantic.
Loud. Is that the big hip-hop festival?
Yeah.
Is that the one where DaBaby spouted off all that dumb shit?
It is.
Were you there?
I was at that set because I mean I like DaBaby's music, right?
Sure.
So I was watching.
Well, I think up until this point, he was pretty clear.
I mean, he's done some fucked up shit before.
Has he?
Like,
I don't follow him now. I just know now because of the...
So the biggest thing that he did, he
Internet.
actually killed a guy. Like
What the fuck?
Yeah, he killed a guy, and it ended up being self-defense, right?
Okay,
But
fair enough.
it was in a Walmart. Like, he just, like, somebody came after him, and he just fucking killed him. So that was a
Is this
crazy
recently?
event. No, so that's how he blew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because he
okay.
was making music for a while, and then all of a sudden,
Okay.
boom.
So was it like a hit on him? Like somebody
don't
was like,
know.
fuck you, owe me money.
I think it was something like somebody was messing with his baby mama, and they were both at the store
okay,
type of
okay.
deal. So, like, whatever.
Well, you know,
So
that
I
shit
was,
happens.
I was at that set. I didn't even remember that happening. I knew he said some really weird shit that I was like, that is just...
Right.
I
Well, how
didn't,
far
I didn't
away
understand.
were you?
So during his set, I was walking in between sets. So, like,
Okay.
I was kind of like... I mean, the crowds are fucking ridiculous.
Massive, yeah.
Especially, he was at main stage.
Well,
So
even
I was
at
probably...
200 feet, it starts to get a little echoey,
Yeah.
and shit's bouncing off shit. Can't
Yeah.
really make it out that well.
I heard it, but, like, I didn't really place what he even said because, like, it was just so odd to hear at a show. Like, it was too wordy for him to go and say that. I was like,
Right.
what even is he saying? But I heard about the shoe too. Somebody threw a fucking
Threw your fucking
shoe
shoe
at him. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was funny as fuck. But yeah, no, the show itself was great. I walked a total of over 30 miles those 3 days I was there.
Jeez.
I didn't know that because like I didn't wear my watch, but I went and checked my phone.
How many
afterwards.
stages are there?
So there were 4 this
Okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, and they were really far apart. So
Gotta be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 miles a day. Like,
That's a fucking lot for a
that-
concert.
I was wearing Vans and I was like, why are my legs like? I was like blistering. I'm like, I never blister in Vans.
You ever do a Warped Tour in Texas when you gotta walk all the way the fuck
Yeah.
across an entire fairground to see one band and then sprint because they split the sets you want to see?
Yep.
You're like,
Every
I'll catch half
fucking
of Under
time.
Oath, half of Every Time I Die.
Yep.
If I can just look at my watch, and then you fuck up and you get there for their last song because there's too many
Right.
fucking people.
And this is just too much going. I didn't have signal half the time. So
No,
like,
fuck no.
I had people I went with, and then like I got separated from them. My
Of
phone
course.
would die. Like it's just like chaos the whole
When,
time.
when you're in those crowded places, phones tend to not work anyway.
yeah,
All
exactly.
the signals being hogged up.
So like they have it's like some new
The cows.
5G thing, and it does work in those kind of environments, but it was only working like that part was only working like half the time.
Really?
So it was just random as shit when I had signal.
Did they have the trucks with the towers and shit?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe they did, but I didn't see them.
Let's see 'em.
Yeah, no, so there was one set I ran, it was Don Tolliver played, and then immediately, like, within minutes, Sheck West played at a totally different stage, like a mile. It felt like a
Exactly.
mile away. So I literally ran the entire
Fuck.
way, all the way over there.
They're like, well, I guess we're missing half of that
yeah,
shit. 'cause-
dude, I made it just in time.
Just-
I don't know how, but it worked.
Dude, festivals are a mess.
Dude, especially now.
Where
I
was it
mean,
at? Florida?
It was in Miami, yeah.
Was it where it's just stupid fucking hot?
Oh, dude, yeah. But, well, so the thing was, it was really cloudy every day, and it rained just about
Right,
every
well,
day.
that's Florida, yeah.
So the
Not too
nice
bad.
thing is that I didn't have to wear sunscreen any of the days
that's
because there wasn't any sun any of the days I was there.
Well,
Convenient.
I mean, that is what is Orlando? Miami, you said.
Yeah, yeah. So
Damn, that's
Orlando's
far
like
down there, right?
Yeah, yeah. So Orlando's like I think about 4 hours away. I
Fuck.
flew down to Miami.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't
Fair
driving.
enough,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
What did that be? 20-something fucking hours from here. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I've drove straight to Orlando before though, like not stopped.
Orlando's
Oh,
12 from here.
oh yeah. I drove all
Yeah.
the way to Orlando and back, one
Yeah.
shot, no sleep.
Ew, what?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
So the craziest one I've done was when I went to Philly with a buddy of mine. And that one, it's about 20 hours from Hot Springs. So we drove straight up there. We didn't have anywhere to stay.
Straight 20 hours?
Yep.
Damn.
We didn't have anywhere to stay. We were in the middle of the day by the time we got there. The show was that night. And we just posted on the Facebook page, hey, can somebody let us like shower at their place? Because the YMCAs weren't letting us. We didn't want to get a hotel. And so the vocalist from Jesus Piece, one of the bands that was playing, was like, oh, dude, you can come shower at our place. That's cool. So we showered there, went to the show, and then drove straight back.
Fuck.
Yep.
No sleep?
No. None.
Oh, my
We were
God.
alternating. That was whenever I took the 5-hour energy.
I was going to say 5-hour energy drinks, monsters, whatever,
Yeah.
just caffeine, fucking.
I was down
hearts
in the
just
whole thing. Like,
pumping out of your chest. I don't know
Yeah.
why I feel weird.
Just a little bit and drink.
yeah. A buddy of mine, he was the one that went with me. And his name's Colton. He woke up while I was driving. I had down the whole 5-hour energy. He's like, you don't look so good. I was like, I feel terrible. Like, just excited as shit to tell him that. Like,
Thanks for asking, buddy.
Yeah.
Just eyes bulging out your fucking
right.
head.
That shit was so fun. Honestly, one of my favorite shows, and it was worth it in the end. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
always
counts.
is.
Yeah.
When you look
Always
back,
like
you're
that.
like, yeah, of course it was.
Right.
I've done that a million times. Go all the way to not that fucking far, but like
Right.
Nashville,
Sure.
7 hours.
Right, Dallas.
Watch an entire show, drive all the fucking way back home. Yeah. Done that probably too many fucking times, actually.
The worst part is whenever I would do that, it felt like I always had a show the next day. So like I had a really hard crunch of like I have to continue to drive back. I couldn't like stop and sleep. I literally had to just drive straight back.
Like a show at a venue, so like you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to be there no matter what.
Exactly.
Promoting. Oh yeah.
That's what happened with Orlando. Orlando, I had to drive straight back. I went to WrestleMania down there. I had to drive
Nice.
straight back from there at 1 a.m. after being at the show or WrestleMania all day.
Oh no.
I got back to my show when the headliner was about to start. If that tells you anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
So this was at the building of all places, but
Just fast enough to tell them, sorry, we didn't make any money.
yeah. It was an okay show. I mean, it did okay.
Do you remember who was playing?
It was No Zodiac. They came through.
No Zodiac. Never heard
Yeah.
of it. It's
Oh
good.
man, they're heavy as shit.
Heavy as shit. Well, yeah.
I don't think they play anymore. I don't think they do shows.
Oh,
Or
okay.
well, obviously not
Well-
now, but I think they broke up before COVID.
Okay.
So
It's like not a lot of people doing shows right now. Some.
right.
I've worked 2 since all this. They were both outdoor, and then I went to the Terminal Nation one at
Yep.
the Eyes Up.
That show did look pretty sick.
It was fucking insane. I only went in for literally a song.
What?
Well, I was working the door
Oh,
because
okay.
there was so many
Yeah.
people, and it was
Sure.
very like regimented. Mask on.
Sure.
Did you prepay? Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Makes sense.
But it was intense.
Really?
It was fucking intense.
That's
Kurt
awesome,
was in
though.
there the whole time, weren't you?
It was alright.
You like
It was
it?
all right.
It's all right.
That was fucking wild. I was like, wow. And the sensation you get because it has been so
Exactly.
motherfucking long. I was like, this is a drug.
It does
Dude,
sound
yeah.
comfortable.
I know. It's like we're back home. It feels like no time has passed. As weird as that is.
Well, and people were pent the fuck up.
Yep,
Like you could
ready to
see,
fight.
like I was like, what is it, like 2002 in this bitch? My
Yeah.
God, just fist flying. We were like, before it ever started, Will was like, so you know how to fix drywall, right? And I was like, I got you, buddy. Just whatever they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't even worried about it.
No.
He was like,
Damn.
They punch a hole, cool.
Yeah.
Glad they had fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get
There
it
you
fucking
go.
fixed, dude. It was wild.
That is cool as shit. There's a lot of shows coming up. I think I've got tickets to like 2 or 3 different shows right now. Something
Like
that.
local style or like big
Um,
boy shows?
They're pretty big.
Because
I mean,
you live where shows actually happen.
Yeah.
We don't have that luxury here anymore.
Man, I'm so spoiled now. So the amp is only
The
like
Amp.
5 minutes from my house.
That is so fucking.
It's so nice. Like, I bought tickets to go see Slipknot at Knotfest up in Iowa.
Yeah.
And that's in September. And then they announced their Knotfest tour that has like Code Orange, Kill Switch, and them. And so there's one other band I can't remember.
Code Orange, that's fun.
That's going to be so sick. And they're playing the Amp. So I was like, I can't not go to the Amp to see Slipknot and Code Orange. I mean, I got to
Slipknot
go.
Code Orange playing at Amp?
That's what I'm
sick.
saying. I have to go. So I'm going to that too.
When's that?
October. Into October.
So hopefully.
Assuming nothing crazy happens. I've got my doubts, right? But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's an open air venue, so maybe.
It's a
depends
little
on if the
different.
store- if the-
That's
if the
true.
tour cancels.
Yeah.
Well, if they cancel most of the dates because they're indoor, then they probably will just cancel the whole thing.
tour,
Because it won't
yeah.
make sense monetarily, I guess.
Right.
Especially for those bands.
Yeah,
When you're
honestly,
talking big paychecks.
That's
I mean, they're wearing masks anyway. So.
That's true. The
that is
original-
true.
The original Safekeepers, Slipknot.
Yeah, man, I will say like that's a crazy date. Like I can't even imagine how much tours like that make. Like
Oh.
it's just mega
It's
money.
mega money.
Especially
It's-
comeback tours like this.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's probably $1 million date.
Oh,
honestly.
for sure. Yeah. Between all of them,
Yeah.
at least, easy.
Honestly.
I would say like 70% of the people going to that too go to shows once a year.
Yeah.
So when they go, they're
for sure.
spending
Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah.
And what's funny, the tour wasn't like the tickets, in my opinion, weren't very
What is it,
expensive for what they were.
45?
So for lawn, it was like $30.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, tickets for the seats were like $50, and then if you
That's-
wanted pit, it was like 90.
90.
Yeah,
okay.
which is not.
And no, you
unreal.
don't want the pit.
I do.
You do you?
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Especially on Slipknot pits, man. Like last time I saw them was at Verizon, and it was just
I
like
paid $10 to go to that show.
you lucky.
Yeah, I was there, but I was there.
Dude, they didn't check anything at that show. I was so pissed. I spent like $85 a ticket on mine, and like,
No,
fucking,
dude.
I was on the floor, but it was
Yeah.
it was worth it in the long run. Like I love that show, but literally the first 20 minutes of that set was just fights. Like there was nonstop fighting. Security
believe
wasn't
it.
over there. The cops cops weren't there. People were just beating the shit out of
Yeah.
each other the whole time.
Any
They all look normal.
yeah,
any
it was
arena
just
show.
chaos.
Any arena show, you can just boop right
Yep.
off the side. Just
Yep.
wait till the guy closest to you isn't looking.
Yep.
Jump over, walk into the crowd.
Yep.
You're good. You don't have to
Don't
pay
even
for
gotta
floor
worry about
seats.
it.
That is ridiculous.
That's a good point.
I've never
I was
paid
young,
for a floor
though,
ticket.
too.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
like I was quiet. I was like, I think it was 2014, so I was probably like 19.
Also with arenas, they just hide. There's just too many people,
Yeah.
and seldom will you get someone who's really doing their job just to the fullest extent. And like a friend of mine, he does this all the time. You just print out a couple fake tour laminates,
Yep.
carry a crescent wrench, wear all black, walk in through the back door, tell them you're going to get your credentials, and just walk the fuck in.
You don't even need that. All you need is a flashlight.
Or a
Or
ladder.
a flashlight, yeah. No ladder, no ladder.
The ladder's too obvious now.
Yeah,
Everybody
too,
fucked
too
that
obvious.
up.
Yeah. Or just grab a case and start pushing it. As long as you got them
That's
shits
true.
dangling from your thing, or even if
Yeah.
you put on
I
a
saw somebody
lanyard.
recently at a festival. They stacked up a bunch of like Cokes
Cokes.
Yeah.
on a like a dolly and just walked right in.
What the fuck?
They were
It's
like,
crazy.
Hey, we're gonna like drop this off. And
It's crazy how little people
like
question
fucking
Yeah.
a pound of Coke.
somebody working. Because it's just,
Yeah.
you see it, because you're there way before the fucking show starts. So all you're seeing all day is just that shit. So you're thinking, oh, he's just restocking.
Yep.
And it's just some fucking
Different
guy.
guy.
Just
Yep.
some fucking guy. You can walk right into most shows, really.
Yeah.
Every now and then you'll get that
Oh,
one
we don't
guy.
condone it. Please pay for
Huh?
your tickets.
Yeah, free tickets. Yeah. Especially right now. Maybe in
Yeah.
like 10 years when everything's hopping again, it's like,
Right,
yeah, go for
If
it.
it's a
Right.
baby show, sure.
Oh my god.
I don't know that he has any more shows.
He got
literally
kicked off
dropped
at-
from all of them.
He got dropped by like quite a few.
It was pretty rough. I feel like, hip hop though, man, just to be totally transparent, most people don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah, I
even
would
though
think
it's
so.
not cool,
Right.
he'll be back in like 6 months.
Oh,
like, if
100%.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he shouldn't have doubled down on it. I think that was his biggest mistake. Like, he should have
That's
apologized,
where he fucked
made
up.
an effort,
Yeah.
some sort,
That's all
change, try to
anybody wanted
change,
do was just
right?
apologize.
Simple
Yeah.
apology, move on. Everyone's gonna be
Right.
like, well, he's coming. I mean, you're right. He'll be back in 6 months.
Yeah, everybody forgets shit.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
You get 4 million bits of information every second of every fucking day. You can't hold on to all of it.
Right, exactly.
Even being on social media for the large part for the last few months is still just like,
Yeah, in out.
check a single news app and you're like, oh, the fucking whole
cool.
world's on fire. It's great. Okay.
Nothing new.
I'm gonna go back to work.
Yeah, can't do shit about it, man. It's
Yeah,
just
no.
all
I
chaos
just
every
keep
day.
tiling showers, doing podcasts. I'm actually stoked that they're back. Kurt gave me the little push because I was definitely like, yeah. And then a month would go by.
Yeah,
He'd
just
be like,
wouldn't
what
do
about
it.
this? He'd
Yeah.
send me text me, sure. Just fucking whole month
Keep
ago.
going
Yeah,
on As long as you keep saying yes.
yeah. I mean,
People want to chat. Like,
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. It's been a while, man. I mean, it's been fucking 2
well,
years.
the last time you were on, you were having a bad fucking day.
I was, man. That shit was bad. I just got my door repainted like maybe 3 months ago.
Did you really?
Yeah, like I just blew it off forever.
Did you get it fixed promptly after? So it's just
Yeah,
been like
yeah.
a black side panel?
Right, yeah. Well, I had to get it fixed because, dude, the door was literally
God, it
folded
was
in
fucking
half.
folded in half.
I mean, I had to get a new door, but, dude, I said, fuck it, I didn't want to repaint
Right.
it. I paid some dude, I took it to some dude's, like, house shop thing that he had, and he fucking repainted. It was like $300. I was like, great, let's
That's
do
a
it.
solid deal. And he
Let's-
paint matched and everything?
Yeah,
That's good? Oh,
it was great.
Fuck yeah.
He blended it, whatever. I was like, thanks, that looks
Dope.
great.
Here's your $300, sir.
Yeah,
That's a solid deal, man.
Well, so I feel like the car is cursed though, because literally like not even a month after I got it fixed, I was driving down the interstate and hit a fucking ice chest. And
Of course.
And it blew out a fucking hole in my front fender, like just exploded.
What the fuck? Was it one of those Yeti ice chests? One of those fancy ones? I mean, it was
That
in
ice
pieces
chest.
after you hit it. Yeah.
It was exploded all over the
Say,
place.
it's not nice just anymore.
No.
I saw a guy a little bit up or like behind me that was walking down the side of the interstate to get it, and then he saw me hit it and he turned back around and walked to his truck. He's just like, nope, that's gone.
I hope it was expensive because
Yeah.
you just cost me a fender
Right,
for
I'm
not
not
tying
getting
your
that
shit
fixed.
down. Was it the inner fender or the outside one?
It was the outside.
Oh,
it
shit.
blew a total hole in those. So it's got like this big fucking watermelon sized hole in the front.
Yeah, just don't fix your car.
I bought a new one.
Oh, no.
So I figured that's like the solution, right?
Did you trade that one in or you just keep it for a beater?
I'm probably gonna sell it. But,
Sell it.
So the trade in, they wouldn't take it as a trade in. I bought a Tesla, so like they have to have no
right.
wrecks and whatever. Of course, I have wrecks because the fucking gore. But so I'm probably gonna sell it local. Somebody. It's got like no mechanical bullshit. It's just like
Just a fucked up fender.
yeah, fucked up fender.
Isn't that bad to fix.
Honestly.
I priced, somebody hit mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is going to cost ridiculous. What does that cost? $54.
Really?
That's all it costs for an
Damn.
SUV fender.
What?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
all
a
right.
deal.
I've had it for a year and a half. I still haven't put it on.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
Who cares?
Who cares, dude?
That's kind of my thinking. A lot of cars drive around like super fucked around here, so it's not
I think
anything
it's almost
crazy.
better. Don't put Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't put stickers on your shit and leave the dents. No one will fuck with your shit. They're like,
That's
ain't
true.
nothing in that.
Yeah, my car just looks like shit all the time.
I just
so-
drove here with all the. I'll fuck up and leave this
Yeah.
like in a Walmart parking lot, just all this shit just sitting there, and I'm like, because I put it in
Don't
the
think
back.
about it.
I forget it's tinted windows, so when I lock it, I don't see it really.
Right.
But then I get back in the car and I'm like, it would take one person just
Yeah.
to go, psh,
Yeah, easy.
ooh, and have a
Thousands of bucks.
fucking
Yeah.
sweet day.
Man,
I
yeah.
gotta be more diligent with that shit.
I agree.
Dude, I fucking tore the fucking Silky O'Sullivans were eating breakfast because they're 24 hours, or they were. I don't know if they are. Probably not anymore.
Sure.
And my whole back fucking laptop, my microphones, like all my shit for tour clothes, everything was in that bag. Completely left it. Didn't even realize it till we were fucking 10 miles away in the car. And thank God the waitress was like, yeah, I saw it sitting under there. I didn't want anybody to take it. I was like,
That's so nice.
My God. Saved my life.
Dude, I don't usually leave behind like big shit like my backpack or anything, but I swear to God, I lose my credit card like once a fucking week. At this
It's like I don't leave
point.
behind big shit, just like if somebody rang up whatever they
Yeah,
wanted.
exactly. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
but when you notice.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, there have been charges. There have been some charges of like, what the fuck is this? Like, it doesn't look like me, but I'm not gonna lock the card for it. Like, I don't know if it was me or not.
Did I spend $400 at Cantina Laredo? Maybe.
Who knows, man?
You're just living fast, man.
Nice,
Just
that's
fucking
the right-
tattoos,
yeah.
tacos, Teslas.
Tacos,
Fuck.
Teslas, yeah.
Which Tesla did you get? Model S?
I got the 3.
The
Yeah.
3?
I got the 3, but I got the
Did you
long
get
range 3 with
the
the
long
fucking
range 3?
yeah,
Dope.
with whatever it's called, full self driving or
Uh-huh.
whatever. So it should be here in like
Nice.
2-3 weeks. I say here. I have to go pick it up in Kansas City.
Yeah.
They charge me $1,200 for a delivery fee, and it's going to Kansas City. I have to drive 3 hours to go
What
get it.
the
I'm
fuck?
Like,
Wait,
what the
that's the
fuck?
delivery fee? It's not
I
getting
know.
delivered to you?
It's not getting delivered to me. I'm like, what's the delivery fee for? To fucking drive into the lot? Like, what the fuck?
So you gotta take someone with you.
Yeah.
Like, you mind driving this shitty car back? Because I want
Right.
to drive this cool car back.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and we're gonna have to stop because I'm sure I'm gonna fucking run out of battery on the Kansas City drive. That's 3 hours away.
Oh, probably not. No.
It's like
long
what?
range. You go 400 something miles.
So I think it's like 350 is what
Is
they
it
rated at.
350?
Yeah. But I don't know how far away that is from where I live. I think it might be like 250 maybe, something like
You'll
that.
make it.
I think I'll
Surely.
make it too.
I mean, it's
Well,
330
the GPS
miles.
Will tell you exactly.
It's
Exactly.
it's 330 miles to Dallas from here, and that's
Oh, is it?
4.5 hours. So I
Right.
think you got plenty.
Make it.
And it
It'll
better
be
come.
like, yeah, it'll be like, stop here for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Stop
Right.
here for an hour and a half. And then
I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not, but it is. I don't know. The more charging stations, and eventually they'll get it to where you go, boop, oh, it's done.
Yeah.
You know,
almost instant.
It's like your cell phone charges damn near full in 15 minutes now.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
plug the fucking thing in, go cook dinner, come back. It's like it's
Shits
full.
itself in under a year.
Right.
Yeah,
but-
that's true
but hey.
too. Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to fast charge them, I don't think, but they do it anyway.
I would almost rather have that. I'll accept that it dies. Like,
I mean, I get a new
It's
one
like,
every year
well,
anyhow.
Yeah.
replacing your phone every year
Right.
anyway.
That's the
Right.
that's the most bougie shit about me. I'm like, this old piece of shit,
Right.
flunk.
Whoop. I'm pretty good with phones now. I used to be on that yearly type
Yeah,
cycle.
me too.
Now I do like 3 years usually.
3 years,
between-
damn, that's a
Yeah.
good cycle.
So my last one was the
I'm-
X. I had the X and then I got the 12 Pro.
I am
so.
envious of that. My friend's on a 4-year
So you have
cycle.
the 10
Oh,
XS
shit.
Max or whatever.
10X,
Yeah.
10XS.
Whatever the fuck
This
they
is the
call
Max,
it.
so This is the bigger one of that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They made it and then
And-
discontinued it like 2 months later.
that's right. Yeah, because then they just came out with a
So
whole
nobody
other one.
bought it.
What's a fucking
It's gigantic. And it's such a weird, like, in between model. Like,
right?
who's buying that?
And they didn't make a 9, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then just straight to fucking 10.
Yep.
4 models. Now we got 14, 12s.
They dropped the 8 and the 10 at the same time, the
Yep.
same year.
I'm sorry,
it's-
that was what it
weird.
was.
They called it the X, but then they went on the name, like they went to the 11 and 12, so they
Right.
skipped 9 entirely.
I wonder
It's so
why.
weird.
Why?
I think it was like the 10th. Well,
Oh, it was the 10 year. That's what it was. It was 10
Yeah.
year. So like, fuck it. Who gives a shit about numerical
Right.
order?
Exactly.
7, 8, 10.
Yeah. Sounds like Windows, man. Just
Yeah.
fucking skip 9.
Or just start naming it random shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Vista.
Yeah. Vista. What's the fucking new one? What's
11. They actually went
Is
in order
it back
this
to
time.
numbers?
Yeah.
I thought it was another name. I mean, Mac does that
That'd be
shit
funny
too.
as shit.
It's like Catalina.
Yeah,
Every
like,
fucking
I
year is
don't know.
another new one.
Anyway,
Oh, wow. I just don't remember the names. Like, ever.
I don't either. I'm like, is it 10 dot what the fuck
Yeah.
are we up to now?
Right.
Because it's been 10 since 90 fucking 2. And I'm just like, 10 what now?
Yeah, 10,
They
24.
just keep adding dots.
Right.
10.14.7.
Shit, man.
So,
What the fuck?
so you have been to a show?
One show.
One
yeah.
show.
So the next one I've got, let's think here.
We said Slipknot, and then you had
Yeah.
another one you were going to.
Yeah, so I'm going to Slipknot at Knotfest, and that's got like.
But you're going to see Slipknot twice then.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
I already had the tickets to Knotfest,
Right.
and I'm like, I'm already gonna go to that. That has
Where
like.
are you going?
Well, so that one has way more bands on it too. So
For
like
sure.
they've got like Turnstiles on it, Suicide Boys is on it, which is random as shit. And they had a couple other ones that were really cool.
68?
Like Lamb
The
Gun.
68's going to be on that? They're
Are
on tour
they?
right now, dude. Oh, no, that's Korn.
Oh, okay.
That was last year. They were never mind. That was supposed to be last year.
68's on tour with Korn.
Korn.
Are they?
Yeah, I was thinking
I didn't know that.
Slipknot. That was supposed to be last year.
That's
Never
cool
mind.
as shit.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah, me too. Fuck
They're
yeah, dude.
cool.
It's blues, whatever the fuck you want to call
Yeah.
it. It's heavily blues inspired, but I don't know what that version of it.
Right.
It's very strange. I love it.
But other shows though, I can't think of any other ones that I've got tickets for.
Tickets. You're a ticket show guy now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what's going on local, right? Like,
4 shows
Yeah.
this whole year.
so like, all right. This is gonna piss people off, I think. So
That's
we'll
okay.
go into this category real quick. So I got an offer for a show that was pretty good that
Uh-huh.
Arkansas would have really liked,
Oof.
and we're just gonna spill on it.
Oof.
So it was the Knocked Loose tour. It was like Knocked Loose, Gate Creeper, Karma. I forget who the last band was. Anyway, so that tour would have been in Arkansas with no problem. All I wanted was Rev Room. Wanted Rev Room.
They wouldn't give it to you.
I had a connection. Talked to the owner, right? They kind of fucked me on it.
No surprise there.
Yeah, nothing
No,
new.
nothing new.
I didn't really expect this. Normally, shows that I work on, it's 20-30% gross, right?
Sure.
That's what the venue's going to take. That's what it costs them to run it.
Sure.
They're going to take the bar.
Yep.
That's fine. So they came at me with, well, it's a Labor Day weekend. I don't know if it'll do that well. And since it's mostly a kids market, it's not a 21 and up market. We'd have to do 50% gross.
Fuck that.
And I said, and I
Fuck
did not even
that.
respond to that
No.
email.
That's a
'Cause
slap in the
that's
fucking
insulting.
face.
That
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
person who books shows and has booked shows for years and is confident enough in that show, I would
Right.
have put thousands of dollars into that show of my own money,
Right.
and just needed the venue.
Yeah, piss
it was,
on
It
them.
was insulting,
I would-
incredibly insulting.
If I never played there again, it'd be all right.
Yeah,
It-
the reason I wanted it is because it realistically was the right capacity. I
Sure,
think,
the capacity's the issue now.
yeah, it's
'Cause-
at a full cap, it's like 500-ish right
I
about.
think it's 6. It's over 6.
Oh, it's
almost
over
700. Yeah.
Really? Okay. So for me, I was like 500. We sell 350 tickets. We make our money back
Couple
plus
hundred
some.
walk up,
easy.
probably.
Yeah. So
Couple
I feel
people
like
bring their friends, spur of the moment shit.
yeah,
Sure.
and like that kind of show. I mean, this is gonna piss people off too. This kind of show is a 25 pre-sale show.
Oh,
at this
fuck
point
yeah. I
because
don't
they're a
think
big band.
anybody would be-
Nobody's mad now because prices on shows are gonna be different now. It's just the reality of the
uh,
situation.
Whatever. They just want to go.
They wanna
Yeah,
go
they're like,
shows.
oh, it's $50 for your
Right,
cover
for
band.
local?
Sure.
Might as well. I haven't spent any money on shows. But so inevitably, what my next option was, I did go to Vino's and approach them about it. This isn't really their fault, I don't think. They weren't willing to do a full cap, or they weren't willing to commit to a full cap show.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In September,
Right.
Which, like foresight, this was the right decision,
Sure.
for them to do because it's still in bad shape. We didn't know that 2-3 months ago when I was
Right,
working
exactly.
on this,
Well, we thought it was all going to fade out in the summertime. And
exactly. And at the time I was like, well, fuck, I can't commit to a thousands and thousands of dollar show on maybe a 60 cap. It's just not realistic.
Is there nothing up north that's even remotely close to that cap?
Not really. I mean, so there's George's. But
Yeah,
the
but
question is market. Like, is there really a market for Knocked Loose in that area? I don't think
know. There
so.
seems to be a market for every fucking thing else.
Well, they're playing in Tulsa the night before.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Oh,
really
that
it
would be
had to be a
pointless.
good
Sure,
it
good
had to
it's
be
2
good
days
distance.
off in Little Rock.
Yeah,
basically.
and that's why is because I couldn't
Damn
get
it, man.
It was a show I was willing to do. I got
Put it
some-
at Will's house.
I would love to.
$100 a ticket. We're selling 100 tickets.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, that show was going to be.
You
like
would
two-
sell it out. I'd pay that for that show.
I was prepped to offer it like $3,000 because it was a tour package that would have.
Sure.
Money. I mean, it's just it would have done well, but
Damn.
what can you do? I
You
mean,
can't do
Now
anything,
they're
man.
just like sitting there doing nothing for 2 days.
Yeah.
Between Tulsa and Memphis.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
right.
It's perfect.
I don't
It's
really
just the
blame
venues
them.
are like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Rev Room's just missing out on money.
That was easy money, and
That's
I
a
even
fucking-
told them I was like, the headliner is probably not a 21 and up band. They're probably more like the 18 to 20 range as far as like their fan base. But Gate Creeper is like an old dude
Gate Creeper's
band.
headlined Rev Room before.
Yeah.
And done
That's-
well.
And they're
So-
like an old, they got like the same kind of market that like
I
Living
think
Sacrifice would have.
I think they have fucking show amnesia. They tend to forget.
yeah.
You can be a band that put 400 or 500 people in there when the whole year was dog shit, and then you are like, "Hey, we want to do a show," and you just get all this shit for it, and you're like, "The fuck?" Like
Yeah.
literally, last time we packed this place out, it's like, "Well, we didn't
Yeah.
make 20 grand in beer sales." So.
Right. And it's like, so if they were willing to give me bar, I wouldn't even have shied at 50%.
Sure.
Right, because it's like, I mean, bar is where the money's at.
Yeah, well, we all know
and
that.
we know that.
Yeah.
That's why they were hesitant. But like, I was confident in that show, and if I'm confident in it, I've done enough shows that I feel like it's gonna do good. It's
That
gonna
would've
do
killed.
okay.
I
yeah.
think-
Find a warehouse.
yeah.
I think at this point that could have sold out. I mean, yeah, you could. You
It
could
would've
throw
been
a
good.
fucking. Dude, we could make some phone calls. We could get a
Shit.
fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll just call a production facility and be like, yo,
Oh
we
my
need your
God.
warehouse. Just set up some shit. We'll pay you fucking how many.
$1 million.
Nah. Well, they have $1 million worth of shit you can use.
Yeah, that's true.
Just gotta make sure they're cool with it.
Man, I've got another offer. I haven't been
It's good to
fielding
know you're
offers.
still sort of doing it. I was gonna ask because it's been so long, and you were kind
Yeah.
of getting out of it last time we talked. So it's like
Yeah.
I was coming here thinking, nah, there's no fucking way he's even
Right.
checking that email.
Dude, well, so I actually just renewed it within the last like 6 months.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So that's the main reason people have started to email that again, but just by chance. I think I
Right.
let it expire last year because COVID, and I didn't really care.
Right.
I actually announced that I was stopping booking in like December
That's
of
right.
2019.
Yeah,
which
that's
is just
right.
very
That's when you
convenient.
got emails.
Yeah, it was just so convenient timing. Of
Well,
all
now they're
things.
probably sending it to literally every email they had in their thing. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is having shows? We're gonna play all of them until it gets shut down again.
Absolutely.
And just get some sit back down on your ass money.
I got an offer. The only other one I've gotten here recently was an offer for a show in October, and I was like, well, I'll think about that. But it was in October, and then I read it again. It said 2022. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? I don't even know if I want to commit to that because that's so far away. No venue's going to give me a hold for 2022.
No.
Like, that's absurd.
Not our little venues.
No, not
They're like
fucking
a
small,
year
like-
and 2 months away.
Yeah.
You call
I'm
me.
talking to them about November right now. They're just like, talk to me in a couple months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, it's 3 months or less, like,
Yeah,
for
3
most
months.
places.
That's typical.
Yeah.
Can you
But-
say who it was?
I might still take it, so I don't really
Oh,
want to
okay,
say.
okay,
and it's
okay,
so
okay.
far away.
All right,
I'll
right,
tell
right,
you
right.
afterwards,
Okay,
but I'm
okay.
not gonna.
No, don't spoil it.
Okay.
No spoilers. See, did you
Um,
watch the new Suicide Squad?
No.
I haven't talked to anyone about it yet.
I haven't
but
watched it yet. I'm so
I don't-
bad.
He keeps bringing shit. I don't think he liked it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
I love it. I've
Really?
seen it twice.
Really?
I watched it one day, and then the very next day I
Okay.
watched it again.
See, I've heard like really mixed things on it, so I don't know what to expect. Like for me, I just like action-y kind of movies, so I probably like it.
Oh, very, yeah.
So,
It's
like-
gore.
It's very fun.
Okay.
There's a lot of nice, good kill scenes
Really?
in it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
A fucking hilarious one with John Cena. I swear to
okay.
God, I'll start giggling just thinking
See,
about it.
I love John Cena, so like I feel like that'll be a great
Yeah.
movie for me anyway. But
His character is fucking
Yeah, he got his
wild.
own show.
He got his own show from it.
Wait,
yeah.
he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So when you watch it, just know
didn't
there's a
know
show
that.
coming.
That's cool as shit. That's awesome.
And there is a end credit scene, so you got to stay
Oh, okay.
watch the whole
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Isn't it- I think it's on HBO Max, right?
It is.
Okay, that's perfect.
So no theater, just pay $13. Do you already have it? Most people
So
do.
yeah, my internet. I've got AT&T. They just give it to me.
Okay, free,
Yeah.
yeah. I have one of them for free. Apple TV. That shit sucks.
Oh, it's so bad.
That is some worthless fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like you have $1 trillion
They have
Yeah.
a few good shows, but that's it.
and they ain't.
And there are like no movies on the platform.
There's
Right.
zero fucking movies, and
That's
the
so
movies
weird.
they make are fucking boring as shit.
Right.
I tried to set through some. I think the most rated thing they have is something called Ted Lasso, and it's got.
So, yeah.
Okay.
What's his
I feel
fucking
like
name?
I've heard of that one.
It's a comedian actor,
Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, okay.
He's the lead in it.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, he's probably funny. I can't be bothered to watch it. I
Really?
can't pay for this and get just one thing out of it.
Sure.
So I just canceled it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because I tried like 4 things and I was like, this is shit.
They gave me like a 6-month trial or some shit, or it might have
That's
been a
what it-
year. It was like
yeah.
a really long trial.
If you bought a new something.
Yeah, I think it was a new
iPad
iPhone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those, and I'd never used that. I literally had the sub for that whole time and did not use
Never
it one
used-
time.
yeah.
I was like,
Nothing
I
was
saw
interesting.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, whatever.
I checked out 1 episode of C
Okay, out.
and 1 episode of fucking some other. It was like if Russia had landed on the moon first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I actually got like 3 episodes in because I was like, this has to get good, right? Because in the preview they show space battles.
Right.
And I'm like, that's going to be fucking awesome. Never fucking got to it within like,
man.
I know, I was just like, fuck this.
Corey,
Huh?
stop watching Random Ash.
No. I'm not going to watch
Fucking
Breaking Bad.
Breaking
I'm not
Bad.
going to do it.
What? You haven't seen Breaking
I've seen
Bad?
the first episode.
No, that's where you fucked up. So I did the same thing. I watched the first episode and
It's
blew it
too
off.
many. It's
No.
300 hours. It's 300 hours of shit.
Dude.
I don't have time for all that.
Give it 3 episodes.
Every episode's a movie.
Shitty space fights.
Yes.
Give it 3 episodes. I promise you, you will not regret it. Because I did the same thing. I watched 1 episode. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I stopped watching, didn't watch it for a year.
Sure.
And I went back and watched the first episode again, watched the second, watched the third, and then I was hooked. I was in. Like
You watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing, and it was like right when the series was ending. So like I watched it and caught up like the day
To
the
the
finale
end.
came up.
Wow.
So like it was just all really convenient timing. I don't binge shows. And I
Did you
binge
ever
that.
watch the movie El Camino or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was okay.
It's okay.
So for me, it'd been so long since I watched the show. I wasn't as into it
They
anymore.
asked a lot of questions. though.
But yeah, so it's a good like
Tie, bow
epilogue.
tie.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Top of the, okay.
For sure.
I might. I don't know. It's a lot.
No,
Aren't every episode an hour? 2 hours?
I think they're like
What is it?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes?
Yeah, so the ending one I think is pretty long, like the last episode.
Well,
But I
sure.
mean that's different.
When you're talking about a series finale.
yeah,
that's-
when it at the time, dude, that was like
and it was like the biggest
thing.
show on earth.
Yeah,
And then
Shout out to Netflix.
yeah.
Netflix?
Netflix saved that show.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Netflix saved it?
Yeah, because it was on streaming and got super popular. It reminds me of kind of like Family Guy. Like Adult Swim bought the rights to Family Guy, and that's
Mhm.
basically why it came back forever and ever ago.
Breaking
Yeah.
Bad was about to get canceled, like in the 3rd
Yeah.
season.
Which was? Breaking Bad?
Yep.
Oh,
And
see?
then hit Netflix. Everybody became obsessed with it.
And what? But that happens a lot on Netflix. Didn't they do that with
was
Cobra
now-
Kai
this is one of
too?
the
And,
first times that ever happened.
yeah,
This
I
was a
don't know.
long time ago.
But if it was going to get canceled, was it that good?
Well, I
That's
mean,
kind of my argument. Like,
I would say it was
on
still
AMC,
good.
Nobody was watching.
oh,
Yeah,
AMC.
who watches AMC? I mean,
Nobody.
Walking Dead was
That's
on there,
fair.
but like, I
Nobody
mean,
was going to AMC for sure.
yeah.
I sure as fuck ain't watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah, exactly. That shit's
I
like
saw the
30
first 10
seasons.
minutes of that and was like, pass.
Yeah, that's not for me.
No.
I've been watching Arrested Development here lately.
I have heard that's great too. I've never seen a single episode of it.
So definitely, the first couple seasons are really solid. I actually really like it. I like Jason Bateman a lot though. So
Yeah.
like,
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Ozark.
Ozark is
Ozark's-
so good. Yeah, I
That's
like
the
it.
drug one.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
that's about the drug running with the Mena, Arkansas, and all that shit.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
it
what
tied to that?
location. I don't remember what like
yeah,
area it's
they're
from.
Like the
based in,
90s?
like mid Ozark, like mid Missouri.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, delicious. Oh, sorry. No
Light.
logos.
Like cola.
Hey, buy 1 beer. You can't.
Yeah, this is Arkansas, man. You gotta buy the 6
You gotta
pack.
buy the fucking 6-pack to get the 1 small beer, or the giant 2, 3
Right.
beers, whatever's in that.
Right,
fucking
that basically
thing.
counts as 4 beers, you know, for them.
Yeah, now I get to sit here when we're done and let the buzz wear off before I drive.
Right?
What fucking time is it? It's 8:42 already. God, this day. Time just
dude.
flies the fuck by now. I swear to
Tell
God,
me
man.
about
You
it.
hit 35 and it just fucking.
Yeah. You're 60 by the end of
blink
the
and-
day.
Yeah, I
Like-
swear to God, you blink, it's been a year. You're like, what?
Yeah, I will say like the last year felt really long at the time, but I think it's just because
Yeah.
like you weren't doing anything, and now you look back and you're like, it doesn't even feel like it was really that long ago that we were like hanging out and doing the same shit.
Yeah,
Like
I actually
don't
feel
know.
that way too. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Like, while we were in it, it was like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
this is the worst. And then you look backwards and you're like, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I think it's just because maybe it has been that long. And so now we're seeing people, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, your brain's all sparkly.
Yeah.
'Cause you got human interaction, so you don't even give a fuck about the time you
You're
missed.
like, doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
Fist bumps and hugs are back, and it's just so nice to see everybody like chilling again. Like being at that show was like fucking doing drugs, man.
I'm ready for more. Like, I don't come down to La Rock for shows very often. That's admittedly because I live 3 fucking hours
Well, that's
away.
a long fucking way to drive for your buddy's band.
Yeah,
that you've seen
exactly.
100 times.
Yeah. So for me, it's like it's got to be a special occasion. It's got to be something I really want to see.
I would honestly rather drive down for my buddy's band practice.
Yeah.
To bullshit and make a day of it rather than go to the show. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
and
now I gotta
like-
drive home at night.
Yeah, at like 7, or it starts at 7, doesn't end until 12, or 11, 12.
So you're not getting home till fucking 2 in the morning or later.
Yeah, it's just like, and then you got to stop, of course. And now Walmarts aren't open 24 hours,
Which
so
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I did not know that until recently.
So you got to piss on the side of the road
Yeah,
now.
man.
You can't.
That is fucking wild. They're not open 24
It
hours.
hurts, man.
Damn it.
Sketchy gas stations,
Some
they're winning.
gas stations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness is.
Planet
Really?
Fitness is
So mine is up where I live.
Certain ones are, yeah.
probably nicer parts of town. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how the
okay.
fuck that works. I don't frequent
Oh.
any gym, so
I'm
no
with
problems
you.
there.
Right.
But yeah, I was out like late. I think it was a show, and I was like, I gotta go to Walmart and get something. And drive up, and it's empty. And I'm like, surely
Like, what's
not.
happened?
And yeah, looked on my Maps app because it tells you the hours.
Sure.
It fucking closed. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
no idea.
Close 11.
Yeah.
So they just they're probably just fuck it. No more 24-hour nothing.
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. I mean, I don't know, right? But like, it feels like they're not going back.
Right. I mean, why would they?
Yeah.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, and if the business wasn't crazy enough for 24 hours, like, doesn't really matter.
I would say at most of them, probably not.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to have the staff kind of
Yeah.
deal.
Kind of fucked it though, because they literally invented the 24-hour lifestyle. I mean, they literally
Yeah.
created it.
Yeah.
The round the clock fucking anytime. Oh, and now people are so accustomed to it. Now it's
Right.
just like, nope.
Yeah, you just gotta hope you find like a come and go or something stupid on the
Come-and-go.
on the way through. Like maybe you'll get lucky.
Yeah, a nice gas station.
Yeah,
You're like,
that
oh,
is-
this one, there's no broke tiles and piss all over the toilets. It's fucking decent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thankfully, Arkansas, we don't have like 7-Elevens. I wish we did, but 7-Elevens are always like the shadiest fucking gas
Pretty
stations.
sure we used to when I was a kid.
Really?
There was a couple of them.
Okay.
I just don't think they did well.
Yeah.
So they fucking got the
Bill
fuck. That's back
Bolton.
when it was like a big circle, like their logo. It was like
Yeah,
a big
yeah,
circle.
yeah.
It's like old as fuck. I'm old though. God damn it. I have memories from the '80s, dog.
Man, see,
That's
I
so
was even born
stupid.
yet.
Yeah, I know.
That was wild.
That is fucking dumb. I started
Well, how old are
kindergarten in
you?
'89. 37.
37, bro. I am 25.
Holy fuck.
What the fuck? God, I didn't know that.
I was almost
man.
a teenager when you were born. Like I was
know,
creeping
man.
up on it. Holy shit.
Jesus, yeah.
And here we are,
Man.
talking about Modelo beers and
Yeah.
terrible fucking circumstances the world's under.
Oh, it's been bad, man. But hopefully everything chills back out and the shows don't get canceled.
Dude, I'm like beside myself. We have one, but I'm just like, I don't have a lot of faith that it's gonna
Yeah.
happen at this point.
That's where I'm at. Like, for all the stuff I bought tickets for, I'm like, even September doesn't seem super realistic anymore.
It's pushing it. It just
Yeah.
depends on where it's at. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be dependent on the state. Iowa.
I don't know how
I don't
they
know.
are. I don't know shit about
I don't
Iowa.
know shit about it. You never hear a fucking thing about them.
Nobody lives there.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's all farmland.
Yeah.
It's all just
So probably they'll be open
I'm
based on
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything in Florida is going to be open.
Population shut down, so.
Texas would be like 50-50.
Florida's like, just do whatever, man. You
Yeah,
know,
the
get eaten
fuck.
by an alligator.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
do whatever
jump
the fuck.
Jump in the ocean. Swim with sharks. We don't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck.
No, like isn't it hurricane season? So that'll be something
Yeah.
to deal with soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hurricanes.
Incredible. Just
That's
what we
weird to
need.
think about, like, do you think people will actually be like, how can we fix this? Or, I mean, the majority is going to be like, okay, let's just do whatever.
Yeah,
That's what, to
Alright.
me, not living in Florida, that's what it feels like Florida was like when
Right,
I was
right.
there. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Well, didn't Spencer just go to Florida too? Isn't that
Yeah.
what he said on the
He
last
did.
episode?
Or the one that's...
He went like a week after I did.
Oh, okay.
It's the weirdest time. I had like a ton of friends going to Florida like within like a week.
That's
of
so
me
place to
going.
do shit.
I was
Hey,
like,
that's
what
where
the
everyone's
fuck?
going.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like all at the same time, but separately. Like,
Right now too.
Hilarious. There you go. God. Guess I just need to hop in my car and head down to Florida for
try it.
some
That's
unknown
literally
reason.
what I think what most of them did. They're just like, fuck it.
yeah.
I need a beach. I'm terrified of the ocean, so you can catch
Really?
me dead in fucking Florida.
I've only been in the ocean once. I've only been to the beach like once. So
Yeah, I've been twice,
okay.
and it was just not my thing.
yeah, it's easy to get like sucked in and shit.
Yeah,
Man.
no,
like
I'm good,
on
man.
nothing.
And you can't see shit.
Yeah.
You can't see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Fuck all that. That is terrifying.
I don't blame you.
I think we live too close to the ocean, honestly.
God.
You're lucky. You're near the mountains range and shit. You'll have beachfront property when the shit all hits the fan.
You're probably right, man. Dude.
Yeah. Well, the ice caps are, let's just get doom and gloom. Their ice caps are going to melt. The fucking sea level's going to rise. Louisiana's gone.
already like that.
Yeah.
It's just swampy. Marsh.
Well,
They're gonna
yeah.
have to just change the map here soon. We're not even gonna have Louisiana.
I mean, doesn't it part of it disappear every year? Like little fractions
Maybe.
of the
Yeah.
little islands at the feet, they're just getting slowly covered up.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I
I
mean,
was gonna say cool, but it's not really cool.
Isn't it? I mean, it's fucking fun, but yeah, fuck living there.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
it's a hell of a place to visit. Good
Oh
Lord.
yeah, I'm sure it's like Party City, man.
Yeah, it's wild. Man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It has to be living in a place that could go underwater.
Yeah, I mean, well,
That's
you know,
true, yeah.
that's true. You just don't give a fuck
I
if you
mean-
live there. Like, we might die today.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
why Florida's like that.
Oh,
You're
my
probably
God,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, could be.
Hurricane could just take that shit
Hurricane.
off, send it out in the ocean somewhere.
Saltwater crocodiles, giant fucking sharks in the ocean. Anything could
Yeah.
kill you at any moment. So it's like, you know what? We're just gonna wildin' out
Yeah.
the whole fucking time.
This is like the funniest shit there. It's just like normal. Like the fucking like 6 feet long iguanas just walking across the street. I'm like, I almost hit an iguana on the fucking road. I was like, what the fuck?
It's one of the places though where you go and you're like, oh, this is fucking different place.
Yeah.
Some places you go, it's like kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Farmland.
a lot of places like farmland or cities even are kind of just like, this is the same as ours, just bigger or just smaller.
Yeah.
That's a place where you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's just so.
How did
everything's
they
so
get
weird.
this? And you think about if you drive down just the East Coast from New York to Florida, the difference between just that coastline.
Right. It's absurd, man. Like,
That's fucking wild.
different world.
Because you're gonna hit, you know, Virginia, North Carolina, not to mention like Maine and fucking New York.
Right.
Those are wild, giant fucking places.
Yeah.
Then you get to all these country fucking hillbillies
Yeah.
and the top of the trees and shit, and then all the way down to just party central USA.
Yeah, that's the place to be, apparently, man. I mean,
Fucking
shit.
weird. Everybody's going. You going, Kurt?
Let's go.
You got any
Let's
trips
go.
planned for Florida?
Dude,
Let's go.
I
don't
had
got
just
shit
gotten
planned either.
back.
Just work.
I had just gotten back from Miami, and I stayed in Fort Lauderdale because I'm an idiot. They moved Rolling Loud by 2 months, but they didn't move it until like
Move
two.
it up?
Yeah, they moved it back by
Oh,
like
they moved it
2
back.
months. But they didn't move it until like 2 weeks before the fest, so I had to reschedule my flights and my hotel and everything like
Gee,
last
thanks, Rolling
minute.
Loud.
That's what I said. I was like, bro, you knew, you knew
Yeah.
before then if you were gonna do it.
That's
But-
kinda shitty.
So I had to fucking book a new hotel, and it was way far away. Fort Lauderdale's like 45 minutes from the venue, so from the airport, Fort Lauderdale is an hour. One
Oh,
hour
fun.
each way. So that was a lot of fun.
So you're Ubering all of this?
No, I got a rental car, thankfully.
smart,
but it was
smart.
like, it's still fucking an hour, right?
It's a long
Like,
fucking drive
yeah.
to wake up in the morning and be like, shit.
Yeah, now I woke up and my flight was at like 7. So I had to get up, and I thought my boarding time was one time. I thought it was like, oh, boarding is at like 7:20, for example.
Right.
And I got there at like, 5:20. My flight was at 7:20. And this is like the busiest fucking airport like,
I
ever.
can't
So
even
I
imagine,
got
especially
there.
right now.
Yeah, I got there with maybe like 10 minutes to board.
Oh my god.
Because I got through security, had to go through the baggage bullshit, like the whole thing.
Just in time, sir. Like
Yeah.
half the plane's already
right.
boarded. You're
I'm like,
fuck.
what is going on, man?
Take that rental car and be like, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
take
drive
Arkansas.
back.
Yeah.
Dude, I was really concerned that on my way there I was gonna miss my connecting flight in fucking North Carolina because it was like way too close together. So I was like, all right, so what's my backup plan? Because it was like Thursday when I was flying in. The show starts Friday. So I was like, if I it's a 10-hour drive.
Oh, fuck.
I'd still make it in time.
Great, but
I mean,
Thankfully.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
So at least it's not like connecting flight in Chicago and then, it's like you're not coming from the West Coast or something.
So we actually, it's funny you mentioned that. We went to Portland back in June, yeah. And it was me and my wife, but we booked it at separate times. She was going to go hang out with one of her friends, and I booked separately. Later on, she wanted me to come with her. So I went with her, but we had different flights. So getting there was fine. I got there way later than she did, but that didn't matter. Going back, we had separate flights on the first one, but the connecting was supposed to be the same.
Oh, okay.
And her flight was way delayed, but mine made it there on time. Oh, no. So I'm on the connecting, waiting, and she still hasn't even got off the plane on her fucking flight.
Oh, no.
So she got stuck in Chicago for a fucking half a day till the next flight came through. Yeah.
Shit.
I was like, what can you do though? I mean.
And luckily it had a seat.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was rough.
That's tough. And being alone in an airport, especially those big motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just sitting with your head down. That's it.
Yeah.
I could see a celebrity or two.
So I did. I ran into fucking Jim Belushi of all fucking
What the
people.
fuck?
Yeah, and I forget which airport it was at. I think it was Portland was where I saw him at.
No shit.
Yeah, it was the weirdest shit, man.
I mean, that's not who I thought you were going to say, but I figured it'd been like a musician or a comedian because they're traveling all the fucking time.
Dude, I wouldn't have reckoned. I know who Jim Belushi is. Would I have pointed him out in the airport? No. Somebody next to me saw him and was like, oh, hey. And then I was like, whoa, that is weird.
Your brother was really cool.
Yeah.
That's fucked. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
What, too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon for
How long
Belushi
has
jokes?
that been, man?
30 fucking years
Yeah,
ago?
it's been a while, man.
Longer than you two have been alive,
Yeah,
apparently?
for sure. Yeah.
25?
Yeah.
You're killing it, dude.
Thank you, man.
What the fuck?
I got gray hair, so I could pull off like a 37 if I really
Yeah,
wanted
you
to.
could. You could grow this beard out.
Yeah.
I literally, this is all I got.
Oh, no
this
shit.
shitty fucking mustache and this patchy garbage.
Man, so I don't like to let mine grow up because it doesn't grow right. It grows, but it's kind of it cuts in weird
It's uneven
spots.
and
And
stuff.
I just don't fuck with it. I just buzz it.
Buzz it,
Yeah, I buzzed it today.
Disappear for 3 months and then pop back out.
There you go.
That will probably work.
Yeah, I think that's what it takes is you have to go through the ugly phase.
Yeah, and live with
So
it.
it just all kind of one length and covers up everything.
Yeah, I'm sure mine would come in fucking red or something ridiculous. Not even
Pissed
matched.
off staring at the
Yeah.
mirror, what the fuck?
I'll just dye it fucking gray at that
Great, there you
point.
go. Yeah, it
Shit.
looked dope. You could be this new trend of skinny Santa Clauses.
Oh,
you just tie
there
all
we
your
go.
shit gray and grow
do
it up.
health or some shit. I don't want cookies, man. I want fucking celery and shit.
Celery and carrots, none of that blue cheese shit either. Grow the
Yeah,
cookies
fuck
up.
that.
I'm skinny Santa, you punk ass little shit. Just screaming at children.
Normal day. That sounds like normal day at the fucking mall, man. Nothing
Now,
new. Yeah.
malls are fucking sad now.
Dude,
Jesus
so
Christ.
You go out of town to a big city though, and it's popping.
Fuck popping. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just here then.
It's just Arkansas.
Okay.
Well, so I say it's just Arkansas. It's just smaller cities.
Smaller cities.
So Little Rock is okay. Hot Springs is just fucked right now.
that is just tragic. You
It's
walk in
so
there and feel
bad.
bad. You're like,
I'm
can we just
how's it
go?
open?
Park Plaza's for sale.
Park
Is
Plaza
it?
is for sale.
Really?
They're going to parking lot that motherfucker too.
I bet. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to open new malls now, or even to
No, it's
maintain.
pointless. Or at least indoor ones.
Yeah.
It's too much maintenance.
Yeah, I know that big cities they have the really big stores in them, and they have a lot of foot traffic. Anytime I go out of town, if I went to Chicago, if I went to Portland, all that kind of shit, there's tons of people there all the
Right.
time. Even Tulsa. Tulsa's like that too.
Tulsa's a pretty big fucking city, man.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's
It doesn't
way
seem
bigger.
like it because you're like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you go, and your mouth tastes
Yeah.
all weird when you say it. But then
Right.
you're like, fuck, it's Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's a pretty big
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
I got lost in the not so good part of Tulsa, Oklahoma once. That was fucking terrifying.
My gauge for shit like that, man, is if you got 6 Targets in your fucking town, you're probably a big city.
Fair
let's
enough.
be real.
6 targets.
Yeah, in one town.
Oh yeah, how many targets you got?
Yeah.
Huh? Fancy bitch.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Targets and Walmart's on every corner.
Yeah.
Well, here it's like how many
Walmart's.
Walmarts? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it don't matter if you got 20 Walmarts. We're in Arkansas.
Yeah. We literally have one in every town.
Yeah.
And if
Dude.
there's, huh?
That's true.
Where?
Would be.
You don't have one where you live?
Oh, we have one where I live.
There you go. See,
See,
and that's the
there's-
middle of nowhere.
I've probably got 15, 20 Walmarts within like a 10-mile radius or some
That's-
shit.
yeah.
It's literally like
Don't you
home.
live like literally where it came from?
Yeah, it's like the place.
Do y'all have any experimental Walmarts up there where they like try new shit
They
before they pass it on to everybody else?
They have done that a couple times. I know, like, Springdale's like that. It's like maybe 15 minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
That one there, like, it's like it feels like a test one. They did a lot of weird shit that they didn't do at other ones, like set up different, like, checkout styles.
I was gonna say
and,
different
like,
kinds of like, do it with your phone, walk out in
Yeah.
the buggy, you'll check you out, like
That's
some Amazon
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, and they did like the convenience store kind of thing first there, where they had like the fucking Cokes and everything all in one section at the front, like that kind of shit. I think that's cool.
It's very impulse, like,
yeah.
oh shit, I do want this soda.
Yeah.
They're very smart with that shit.
Oh, and so they've got like the fucking like the doctor's office type shit at that one too, which is like they only have that in a couple places. It's like fucking
Ours has like it's like a doctor, it's like a clinic.
really.
Yeah.
They only have that at a couple. Well, maybe they rolled it out more now, but like
It's in Bryant.
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know
just go
nothing
there
about
for
this.
fucking chips and shit.
Man, I always do the pickup. I'm so tired of going in the store. I don't ever want to go in the store. Really?
They don't do
What?
pickup yet?
They're
Oh,
supposed to like start operating soon.
Benton and Bryant both built like huge facilities just
Yeah.
for it.
I've been doing it for years and years, like since I lived in Hot Springs. Like
That's crazy.
I will not go into the store anymore, man. I fucking hate it. It's such a waste of time to me. Like,
I like the store.
man. Well, so that's different,
Pokemon
right?
cards.
I know I'm not.
Are they still
Pokemon.
selling fucking Pokemon? Didn't Target bust out of that?
Man, so they're coming back. They're coming back.
Target is?
Yeah,
They're like,
they've got
shit, we're
Pokemon.
losing money.
Exactly.
Let the people fight.
Well, and like when they take them out, you know, they kill the hype a little bit for a little while, so they bring them back eventually. The sports cards, I don't think they
So
came
is the
back.
fad dying? Is the Pokemon card fad dying again?
A little bit. I would say like so. There's some sets that are doing okay, like some upcoming stuff that's gonna do well, but like the current stuff that's out,
Really?
pretty bad. Yeah.
Damn.
It's
Everybody
more.
gets excited about it, and then it drops, and then everybody's like, ah, okay.
Yeah, it's more like the players probably like it, but like people that collect.
Sure,
indifferent,
sure.
You know.
That's I don't know anything about that world. It blows my motherfucking mind every time he talks because I'm like, you did what?
Yeah.
You sold a piece of cardboard for how much? What the fuck is wrong with people?
That whole environment is just chaos, man.
It just I don't know. I don't think it's an age thing. I just can't grasp it.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't understand because cards have been expensive forever.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, like, I think the biggest one that, to me, like, as someone who didn't really follow before, like, other sports cards, I know that, like, baseball cards were always, like, kind of
Always,
popular.
yeah.
But then, like, the basketball and football, to me, when I was younger, they, like, never really sold all
Right.
that well. Maybe I just didn't follow it enough. But now, that kind of shit's, like, what everybody wants. Everybody wants, like, the basketball cards, the football cards. It's
Are
so
you a
bizarre.
sports fan?
Not really.
No, I'm not either. Maybe that's why.
I buy a lot of sports cards. I don't watch
sure you
sports.
You're like, let's see, this one's worth. Oh shit! You got
Yeah.
it for $4.
That's it, man. Game over.
And then when you go shopping with Kurt, he's
Yeah.
just got his phone out, just like, toot,
Yeah.
toot, toot. It's like, all right.
There was a.
That's wild, man. No, yeah, that's what he's saying. It's just
It
free.
is.
And he's like, I bought these 4 games. It's like $50. I paid $4. I'm like, shit, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Just in case the IRS is listening, I have not made a ton of money off of
Dang, listen to this shit.
this. But thanks
Actually,
for the Tesla.
I fucked around and like,
Oh, the Tesla, I'm poor.
Yeah.
I bought a Tesla. I'm out of money now, IRS. Fuck. I gotta fill up the tank somehow.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, it's
Fill
free.
it full of cards.
It's free in a lot of places.
Yeah.
To fill your car up, dude. That's so sick.
I agree.
God, what the fuck? I think the most you'll spend is like $15 on a full charge from Dad.
Which is nothing.
That's
I mean,
insane.
for a car, like.
That's 1990s gas prices, man. That is
Yeah.
so awesome.
Yeah. I'm getting the charger installed in my house for
fuck
sure.
Yeah.
Because
Just
it's like
wake
you
up every
have
morning
to.
with a full tank of gas.
Yeah, dude. That's like the dream right there.
My only thing is, batteries.
They will
they
die.
can only last so long, and it's
Yeah.
like, how much the fuck does that big bitch cost?
know.
Because it's the whole bottom of the car.
They'll total a car if it gets like too fucked up in an accident. Like even if like the car is fine outside of like maybe it's got some cuts in like
Sure.
the battery section or
Just the
whatever.
cells.
Total.
Oh, for
Done.
sure. Yeah,
like
yeah.
they'll because it's like I think it's like $20,000-$30,000
That's what I
to
thought.
replace.
It's like the price of the car.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Pretty big potholes.
dude. Especially on little cars, man. That's scary.
It sits on the fucking ground, damn near.
Yeah. I'm not a good driver. That's why I got the self-driving. So
You still gotta hold on to that shit.
I mean, at least it's doing better than I am. That's for sure.
It'll assist you for sure, but
Yeah.
man, especially with lane changing, I feel
Yeah.
like that's where a lot of people fuck up.
Or going the wrong way on a one-way. I mean, that's
Is that a tattoo on your face too?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You just noticed that?
Yes. Are you creeping up? Are you gonna do the words on the eyebrows and the shit? And the,
So I don't really like the words on the
Post
eyebrows
Malone.
much. I've got some ideas for a couple things that I might get. I might do something on like a corner of my forehead, or I might do like hairline like on
Like a
the
sword.
side. Dude, it's funny you say that specifically. That was what I was gonna get.
I've seen that a
That's-
lot. I
that's
actually
what-
like that one.
I think it
as
looks
far as
cool.
face tattoos go, plus you can grow your sideburns out and it's
Yeah.
covered up if you need
Wow.
like.
For me, like it doesn't
A
really
little
matter.
different. You're gonna have to go like full costume makeup.
Yeah, it's just like for my field, it's never mattered. Like it
Right.
never will because it's
It won't
like
matter for mine either.
Yeah, it's just like why bother? Like who gives a shit?
I had this big conversation with my parents last night about like tattoos in my workplace.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
so
the
different.
most common shit. I don't blink.
Their job still frowns upon it.
That's
Really?
Well, they work at banks.
Yeah, they were in
Banks are
Nah,
different.
fucking come on. Who gives a shit? But they work at a bank in a small town.
Yeah, and especially it's like Arkansas. You know, I will say, dude, I've got a great story for this. So there's a bar up where I live. It's called the Dive Bar.
Yeah.
Have you been there before? You've heard of it? Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So it's got like this little patio section outside, kind of like a patio. It's more like on the sidewalk type deal. It's got a lot of tables, chairs, whatever. There's probably like 30 people sitting outside, right? So I come walking up from the sidewalk, come and walk in, and my neck's like, it isn't colored yet, but it's got shading, so it's black, you
Right.
know, and I've got the face tattoo. I've got tons of other ones already. I come walking up, and dude, every single person that was sitting on that patio section turned around and stared at me while I was walking to the bar. And I shit you not, they didn't stop staring until I walked in the bar.
Are you
Literally,
serious?
it was like
That's
I was.
so weird.
It was so weird. I've never had that happen.
I would have stopped him and like, the fuck?
I was like, the person I was talking to was like, what the fuck is, like, what's going on? Like, did I do something? Like, what happened?
Did these people come out of a time machine from 1984? What
That's
the
what I'm
fuck is
wondering.
going on?
And like, so
That's weird.
I get like, so if
I get nothing but like, oh, what's that? But mine is all goofy shit, so maybe
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
I'm like very unthreatening tattoos. I got animal and an old man.
Yeah.
I do got this guy though.
Yeah, that
Chance
looks
to
pretty
Gowan.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Dude, my stuff, it's like all evil type stuff.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like I either get people fucking love it,
Right.
or people like follow me around the store because they think I'm like a
So
fucking
you got the polar
jackass.
opposite.
Yeah, like there's no in between. I would say for me, it's like a split of like 70-30. Like most people are fucking weird about it,
Right.
And then the other people are super nice. They come talk to me and shit, but.
I don't know. I don't know. Tattoos are as common as fucking anything else these days.
Yeah.
Wild hairdos. I don't think about none of it. It's like-
Right. Everybody's got it.
I don't even notice it. I don't even think about them until somebody asks about one.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, this, whatever. I'm
Sure.
like, oh yeah, I forgot I even fucking, yeah, duh.
Yeah, that's what I've got some of those like that where it's just like I didn't even remember I had this particular because I don't see them all the
You don't
time,
see
you know,
'em,
like
yeah.
they're on the back of my arm or
Right.
whatever.
Especially these ones.
Yeah.
These little words right here,
For sure.
which is just my arms where they go on the drum set.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
that one's
cool.
snare drum and crash.
That's
cymbal.
kind of cool. Yeah.
And this one's kick, and this one's hi-hats down here.
Okay,
It's
that's-
fucking lame.
That's
so stupid.
honestly though. I mean, if you like it, dude, that's what counts.
Yeah. Well, most of mine are goofy. Like I have one on the top of my thigh. It's just stick figures, and it says high fives and stage dives.
Oh my
And
God.
one of them stage diving, and the stage is just a line. It's
Yeah.
all stick figure drawing, and
Right.
two of them are high five, and one has a bullet.
Man,
One-
that's
it's
funny
so
as fuck,
fucking
though.
random. I paid $20 for it, dude.
That's a deal.
Some shitty apprentice at 7th Street
There you go.
years ago.
None of my tattoos have any meaning. I mean, they're just stuff I liked
Yeah.
in the moment. The only one that does, I have one that's on my ankle. Nobody here would see it, but like it's Buzz Lightyear.
Fuck yeah! You
So-
got a Buzz Lightyear on
Yeah,
your ankle?
I'll pull it up just for you.
Do it.
So,
I love Toy Story. Let me see. Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So Chance did that one. So me and my mom went on my birthday and got matching ones.
For real?
Yeah, she got hers on the
Aw.
same spot. It was cool. Yeah.
That's
So it's like
awesome.
some, I grew up with it. She was,
100%.
it was cool.
I own all 4 of them shits, man.
Right,
Yeah,
dude.
I
they're-
love those
I love
movies.
those movies,
Did
man.
you see the 4th one?
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
It was good. It was good. My favorite, I think, is still probably either 1 or 3. I think those
Dude,
are my
3 is hard to beat, man.
It's so crazy.
I was bawling like a fucking baby in that incinerator scene. I was like,
Yeah, it's so heartbreaking. Have you seen the edit where like the guy like cut the end of the movie and just cut it to black and showed his mom the fucking incinerator scene, but it just ended right there?
What the fuck?
It was so fucked up. It just went to credits. She's like, "That's how it ends."
Is that on YouTube or something? I'll look that up.
That's
That's
just so
fucking
funny.
So he made a cut and then showed his mom that cut.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's brutal. I'm glad they didn't do that in 4 though. They didn't tug on your heartstrings at all. That, and the ending, no spoilers. It hasn't been out that long, I don't guess, but
It has been a while. I think it's been out like 2 or 3 years, man.
2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
feel like that's
I just remember the fucking graphics are
Oh, it
game
looks-
changing.
it looks so
Unbelievable.
good.
It
Yeah,
felt like 2 to me. Like, it felt like the same movie.
yeah, it was similar.
I just like that it didn't have any of the heart. I'm so tired of crying in films.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
The older you get, dude, trust.
Yeah.
The more just commercials.
Yep.
You name it, you're just like, oh god, that
Right.
word, oh damn.
Pixar, man. Pixar's
Dude,
good
fuck,
about
I'm
that.
sick of it. I won't watch the new ones. Like Soul looks like an incredible movie.
It was good.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I feel
I'm not
like
gonna watch it.
they utilize like the death, like parent death,
Yes.
way too much in Pixar shit. It's like
I'm-
every movie now.
I'm done. I'm out. Fuck it. Make a fucking good movie like Wall-E or something. I'll watch that.
I liked Wall-E.
Wall-E's-
Wall-E is sad.
Why? Because they're all cannibals.
It's a sad. It's more like a reflection on like how society is going. So we already know that though. Like
Yeah.
we're not as worried about
So
that.
realistic, 'cause we're all, like, so obsessed with consumers.
But it's not that. It's not that sad. I mean, they come back.
Yeah.
They get the plant. They start over. Their bones start fusing back together.
Right. It's not as bad.
Which honestly, they kind of when they land, I don't think they'd be able to walk in the Earth's gravity.
Definitely
right?
not. There's no way. They were all like hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds
like,
of pounds, their bones are all spread apart. There's a
Yeah.
ton of like online film theories about Wall-E.
Really?
And all of them are fucked up. 100%. You're like, good God, this is the most brutal fucking shit. You could write death metal about the movie
Right.
Wall-E. Like when I said they're all cannibals, dude. Watch it. It's called
Okay.
Film Theory, and he has one on how they're all cannibals. Like,
Okay.
because they were only supposed to be gone for a little bit,
Sure.
and they've been gone for 700 years. And it's like, well,
No, at a
this,
certain point, like, what are you eating?
and it's all shakes. And they break down the food science of it, of how it would have to work, and you're like, oh, they're drinking fucking people shakes. It's
People
disgusting.
Oh, fuck, man.
There's a lot of dark shit in that movie.
That is weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I know
look
that
up
there's a
Film
lot.
Theory on YouTube.
Dude, there's so many shit like things like that. I know that like they think that Pixar movies are all in the same
All
universe.
connected.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the wildest shit.
Fucking
Well,
universe.
what's
Yeah.
crazy is every time it comes out, they update it, and you're like, how did you put that together?
Right.
Especially as open, like the worlds are getting far more open because they're doing more diversity with their
Sure.
films and stuff, especially like Coco.
Yeah,
So they gotta
yeah.
tie all that in, and just like, how did you do that? Did
Yeah.
you see what was that Luna? Was that Pixar or Disney?
I don't think I saw. I think
Luca.
Luca. I haven't seen that one
It's
yet.
fucking pretty good.
Is it?
Liked it.
So I watched the last Pixar movie I watched was Soul. That one I liked. Before that it was Onward. Man, that was rough. I didn't really like that one.
I liked it.
It was a miss.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie.
Yeah, that's kind of my
I
thing.
don't think it's bad. I just
That-
think it's just kind of a movie.
It's kind of one of those things like for Pixar, I have higher expectations
True.
than a lot of other places. So it's like when it isn't great, like
I think they've reached a point now where they're like, shit, how did we make like 30 amazing films? And now like projects, people have passion projects.
Right.
Streaming has changed it completely.
Well, streaming,
sure.
Now they can put out whatever they want.
that's
Yeah.
They
true.
don't have to get it approved by
That's
20 different
nothing, yeah.
layers outside of their studio.
sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
They can just kind of,
because I'm sure Disney's
Make-
just like, hey, we need
Well,
X amount of movies to put out this year. And
and-
they're like, all right, we have all these.
and with the engines already built, it's like, it's got to bring the budget down. Because a lot of times the budget for the bigger ones is because they had to build a new graphics engine to,
Yeah.
get all that data in there and compress everything down. There's some wild shit about from the first Toy Story to the second Toy Story. There's more data. I'm trying to remember this right. there's more data in like a 10-second frame of the new Toy Story than there was in the entire first film.
Damn.
And they're like the rendering times back then, because they had to have a special computer built by Lucasfilm. They had a Pixar computer. Apple and Lucasfilm got together and made a computer just for making graphics. Yes.
Wow.
Dude, that story is insane.
I
How
know.
Pixar came to be. Like, he worked at Disney. Lasseter worked for Disney. The first Pixar-style film was actually supposed to be The Brave Little Toaster.
Okay.
And he went to Jim Henson and preached, and not preached, but what's the thing? Like, presented it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he brought him into his office. He was like, films will never be made entirely on computer, and fired him.
Damn.
Well,
that's obviously.
fast forward fucking however many years later, and he's the head of fucking Disney Animation. I mean, not anymore because of all the stuff that happened, but I mean, the dude built a fucking
iconic.
empire off computer animated films.
Imagine that man when he found out about CGI.
I mean, yeah, it's weird that because Jim Henson, the puppets and all the stuff and all the iconic shit he made, and but think about how just farsighted that he was at the time, because you're like, that guy saw something. He's like, no, this is where it's going. And then they fought tooth and nail to get the original Toy Story made. And they went to Lucasfilm, but they couldn't do it. So then Jobs set up and they built these computers and gave him $10 million of his own money to get it going. And then they couldn't find a distributor for it. So Disney, they go to Disney. Disney gets it and makes all the money. So when they go to make Toy Story 2, they're broke.
Right. They had nothing.
So then they had to fucking get bought up through Disney.
Yeah.
And that's how all that shit got started. And
that's such a weird.
What a weird dude. What is it called? It's a documentary. It is fascinating.
Okay.
This fucking just the loop they had to make and all the jump through, and now they have their own section of the park.
I know that on 2 they actually lost the fucking movie. They
What?
accidentally
They lost it?
Yeah, they deleted the movie on accident or some shit, and it was 90% done. And so what happened was they were very lucky. There was some lady who was pregnant and she was working from home, so she was taking the movie, a copy of it, back and forth between the office.
Oh my god!
And she happened to have it. They fucking sent executives and shit to go get her computer and take it back and all this fucking careful shit. Got to save the movie.
Just put in a fucking armored car and shit. What the fuck?
Because it's millions and millions of dollars, potentially.
Fathom. And the time it took back then to make a single fucking, you're talking days.
Yeah, you would have lost
a single frame.
I doubt they would have ever fucking put out the movie.
There's no way
if that had happened.
Oh wow, so much hinges on little shit like that. And now Pixar is more iconic, I think, than Disney at this point at filmmaking, at least in the last decade.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney hasn't really dropped a banger in a hot minute.
I can't think of anything that's came out in the last 10 plus years.
Well, I guess that new one, that Jungle Cruise movie, seems to be doing really well.
I've heard it was okay.
It's got a 98%
really
on Rotten Tomatoes, which take it or leave it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Is that the fan review? If that's a fan review,
I think fans are at 88.
Okay,
it's pretty fucking high for
that's still high.
What I thought was going to be straight up trash.
That's what I said. Yeah. I was just like, fuck this. I'm not going to watch this.
I like The Rock. He's a very infectious person, but
I literally thought
I don't know that.
I watched the trailer, thought it was another Jumanji sequel.
I did too.
No shit.
The trailer's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
The CGI's unfinished, which just does happen a lot.
Yeah.
They'll put out an unfinished CGI because they're like, look, we're 3 months out from release. We have to do this.
Yeah.
They're working on those films nowadays, literally right up to
the end.
Shipping it to a fucking thing, because now they don't even play them out of hard drives. It's literally the movie theater streaming it too.
Oh,
from
no
a secure
shit.
server. Yeah.
What? I didn't know that. I thought they still sent out the hard drives. That's interesting.
Some do.
Yeah.
Older ones, but new high-tech ones, dude, it's all fucking...
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course it is. It saves them a fortune. You know how big them fucking movies are in raw form?
Definitely. And sending out hard drives every fucking time.
The size of a computer.
Right.
Yeah.
it's just not needed, you know?
Yeah. You're talking, and the shipping, and it has to be very secretive.
Yeah.
You can't just ship that shit FedEx.
Right.
Going to be in a locked box probably.
Right. Probably delivering them individually to each theater.
Because if you think a movie leaks, how much money are you losing?
Lots.
Gotta be.
And nowadays, though, it's a little different, though, because, everything's on streaming. So,
True.
I'm sure, they are... I would say... I hate to say losing, because, people that pirate movies generally are not going to pay for them anyway. I mean, realistically.
That's a fair point.
To a certain extent, though, similar to music, leaking stuff sometimes helps.
Could, yeah.
But I think that's probably rare, though.
With movies, it's a little different. Yeah.
Some do, especially if they know it's going to be, and just to cause controversy.
Yeah.
I mean, stars do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
They'll fucking do a thing or say how bad something was, or this got stolen, or this leaked from the set, and blah blah.
Sure.
Blah. That's pretty
It's like Tom Holland's not actually accidentally.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's like a whole
It's all-
publicity
they all
thing.
know what's happening.
But he's a kid, and they can use him as a pawn.
Right.
And they're like, "Here, you do it, Tom," and he's a great actor.
Yep.
That's what people
Gets it
don't
away.
remember. It's like, dude, it's a fucking spiel.
If he was really that bad,
Yes.
we would have heard so much about the
He would have got fired. He would have got
Well, he
fired.
would have got fired. That's exactly right. 'Cause those contracts are ironclad. They
Yeah.
would have not paid him and fired him. He wouldn't. There wouldn't have
Yeah.
been a second one, and all the cameos he did, and all the other exactly. Yeah.
Did you hear about the Black Widow stuff?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is so crazy.
I actually
never
heard
would've
something.
thought.
I actually heard something new yesterday that they're actually. So the thing about that is, one, I do think it's fucked up what they did.
Oh, yeah,
I mean
for
that's
sure.
trash.
Yeah.
So you're gonna release it for $30 a seat technically, because you don't know
Right.
who's watching the film. It could be 10 people. It could be one person.
Right.
But either way, that's money that the movie's making.
Yep.
But so in that contract, I was watching a YouTube video of a lawyer guy breaking down. He's like, there's actually a fairness clause in these contracts that in the act of fairness, these companies are supposed to come forward with, hey, this has changed. We need to change the contract. Even if it wasn't the same percentage off the back end, maybe the streaming back end would have been less, but still offer something.
Sure.
And they did nothing.
Right.
They just straight
blew it
went,
off.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like her team even reached out.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is wild. That's
It's
such a
Disney.
big star. And it's so, like, I know that the character isn't probably, like, the most important because this is probably the last movie, right, for that character?
Yes. Well, I mean, it is it. But then, and they used it to spin off her fucking
Yeah.
sister, too, which I think was. It could have been a better movie, too,
Yeah.
which is even more tragic. Because, like, that's.
That movie's been sitting for, like, a year and a half, too. It's been ready for a
Yeah.
while.
Well,
which
it was
is
supposed to
crazy.
drop May, on my birthday, actually,
Yeah, of, like, 2020.
of 2020.
Yep.
And it just fucking. I mean, COVID was March, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go the streaming route earlier. It seems like a lot of movies, like, really missed the boat on that.
I think
Like,
they wanted to.
I don't
They
think they
did-
wanted to either. Because
Yeah,
it's
they
going
were
to take.
scared.
It's going to do what. It's going to do to film what happened to the music industry. You're
Absolutely.
going to dry up the thing that made your money.
Yep.
And now you're going to, dude, I'm telling you, we're going to go from blockbusters to basement films, just like we're at basement records now.
Yep.
All the best records you got are from, there's a few up here.
Yeah.
A few. Not many.
right.
A couple hundred. Everything else that comes out is from below that. There's
Yep.
no more mid-tier shit.
Exactly.
Very, very slim.
It's going to be a different world.
And buying CDs, nobody does that shit. It's
I think-
streaming only.
Maybe a year, and we're back in a boat of it's split, where like
Right.
streaming and movie theaters are at the same time.
Well, I
feel
mean,
like-
they've been calling this for years, long before
Yeah.
COVID. There was the guy, Biz Stone, the Twitter guy,
Yeah.
Biz Stone. And one of his investments was a TV box that was locked to the distributor of the films. It's like they would have like a, like you're talking about software writing
Sure.
where from the server at Disney, they'll send you this, and it was like $150 a month, but you got all the new films.
Sure.
And they would pay accordingly to what you were watching to those
Yeah.
distributors. And that was 5 years ago, 6
Right.
years ago. And here we are. Now they just went, no, fuck that. We're just going to build our own platform completely.
Yeah, that's what
And now
everybody did.
Everybody has 20 streaming sites. They got
Yep.
Paramount and
Yep.
fucking Disney. I'm fucking over it.
Yeah,
It is so
it is
fucking annoying.
Streaming was cool because it was convenient. I think once it becomes not convenient, that's when people go back
You
to
might
piracy.
as well just have cable now or
Yeah.
pirate shit. I mean,
Every company started their own.
dude, cable
Yeah.
was most people got away from it because of the expense, and they would charge you these fees for these boxes and shit. And now you got $80 internet because everybody
Yep.
wants the fast internet. You don't want
Yep.
the $20 internet, bitch.
Right.
You gotta have the $80 internet.
Exactly.
And then you're gonna get the Netflix, the Hulu, the ESPN, the fucking whatever, the Paramount,
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Right.
What the fuck?
It's like all the same shit.
And
now.
they all have CBS, TBS. Everyone has their own, so as many as you want.
Yep.
Dude, you're already past your cable bill with just your Wi-Fi bill.
Yep.
What in the fuck are we doing?
It's going totally backward. That's why a lot of
It's
people are
totally
going back
backwards.
to piracy.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
I would rather just go back to reaching down in the old $5 movie bin, picking up tonight's entertainment. Shit, Care Bears. All right, we're watching Care Bears, and just fucking
Man.
doing that. It was
That-
way more fun.
Red boxes are still around. Yeah, some of them are blue. Have you seen the
they're
blue
blue
ones?
now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the
Walmart
fuck?
must have struck up a deal, but like, look,
Yeah.
bitch, we're tired of this red
It
shit.
literally says red box on the fucking label. They're blue. Yeah,
It'd be like,
maybe.
those exist again.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe they just changed it up to catch your eye again.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
Because we're so used to them blending into the side of buildings for.
It was so crazy, man. It felt like they killed movie theater.
They
Not movie
100%
theaters,
the
movie stores.
Movie stores, yes, they
Yeah,
did.
and
That
then-
streaming was the death nail.
Netflix did for the most part.
And then Redbox just fucking.
With the mail
And then
DVDs.
Redbox was like, fuck you guys, you don't have to wait for it to come in the mail.
That's right.
Yep.
It's just already right here on the side of the
And it's
very
$1.
convenience. Yeah.
$1.
And now it's like $2.50
Yeah, it's like, you know.
every night. And
Yeah.
don't fuck up and forget because they're
Yeah.
gonna charge you $50
Full.
for that fucking thing.
That's how they make their money.
Yeah,
I haven't rented a Redbox in fucking years.
me
so I don't-
either, dude.
couldn't
I did it
tell
like
you.
religiously for a while though, because
Who
like it was
did it?
was either that or like Netflix. If I had I had the disc version of Netflix for a while.
Every night. If you rented a new one, it's a $30 a month.
Yeah,
You're getting a new movie every night at that time, even with Netflix, unheard of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because before you could get what, like 3 DVDs a month or something, or then they had like a 5 DVD a month one. You had different rate plans.
right.
Yeah. Redbox still had deals where they got the movies like right after they got it.
Yep.
That's true too.
Now it's different. Now they get kind
Oh.
of fucked a lot of
It went
times.
to Redbox, and then there was a lull, and then it went
Yeah.
to DVDs.
Really?
Well, that's old. That's kind of the old school, like. Used to, it would be in theater for months and months.
Really?
It wasn't like a 2-month run like it is
Yeah.
now. It was in there for damn near a year.
Yeah.
Then there would be this long ass break.
Mm-hmm.
Like a year and a half.
Yeah,
2
and
years.
then it would go to the movie store. You couldn't
Right.
buy this shit. You had to either steal it or go to the movie store and rent it. And then,
Right.
like 6 months after that, then you could buy that motherfucker.
I remember that was like the VHS days. I
Yes,
remember
VHS has
that.
had such a long life, and like people would always be, especially if it was a hit.
Yeah.
Dude, you're talking about. That's why all them old guys made fucking stupid dump trucks of money.
Yeah.
Because every 6 months was it was hitting a
a
new
new
medium,
deal.
and just fucking back the truck up.
Yeah, dude. Every time Disney would just fucking. Oh yeah, now it's
yeah.
on DVD.
Now it's just in your fucking house.
Yeah.
You remember the Disney Vault?
Yep.
The vault. Oh, when they would only
They still
release
do that.
shit. Yes, they do.
Yeah, that still makes
Even
like
with streaming.
hand over fist. Yeah.
God.
I don't know who's buying physical media anymore. Honest. Well, do you have good internet?
Huh? Yeah, it's decent. It's
Okay.
it's like 50
Okay.
whatevers, and
not bad.
but the problem
People just want to collect shit.
the problem is I'm
Okay.
too far away. No, I just Blu-ray's just better. The
That's
quality
that's
is
true.
Staggeringly
It's more consistent.
different. Yes.
That's for sure.
And sound quality can't even compare.
Oh yeah,
The
definitely. Because
sound
they just
quality
compress
of
the
Blu-ray
shit
is
out of
just,
everything.
yes, streaming is so compressed.
Yeah.
And go ahead and let your like I'm too far away from the channel, like the whatever pushes me my internet.
Sure.
I'm too far away from the fucking hub.
Yeah. So,
So
slow.
every day around 5:00 when everyone just got home, fuck it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Yikes.
trash.
That sucks.
You just turn it off and do something different.
What?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
that bad.
That's I've changed providers over that before for that
well,
exact
I can't.
reason.
They're
You
the only
can't?
one. They're the only one out there.
Dude.
I live in the fucking woods.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what happened to me. Like when I was in Hot Springs, there was like there was AT&T, but they were so dog shit you would never go there.
Everywhere.
Well, so then they had the cable company, which was equally shit.
What
but
was the cable company there?
Resort?
Resort.
Yeah, they were.
Ours is Fidelity.
Oh yeah, I've heard about Fidelity.
It's
I've got
okay.
AT&T now. I had Cox. Cox is like a cable company
Yes.
up there. But so I switched to AT&T because it was the same price and they give me gig speeds.
Damn.
Which I was
Do
like,
you actually get it?
yeah, it's close enough for me. Like if it's at over 600, like
Right.
that's plenty.
You can tell,
Yeah,
right.
it's like I don't really mind. Mine's more like 600 down, 900 up.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty consistent, which is fucking awesome.
mean,
I love it.
I mean, even at my 50, I'm bitching. It's like, but most
Right.
of the time, it's like you
Good.
couldn't tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into streaming.
Who?
It's funny
Anthony?
you mentioned that.
Oh, yeah. You stream too, don't you?
I used to. I did about. I started during
stopped
COVID and I
already?
stopped. Yeah, I stopped after probably like 3 months. It wasn't really for me. I get bored and yeah, I think that was really it. I just kind of got bored of it.
You
Took
just
a lot
kind
of
of
time.
get burnt out on shit.
Yeah, usually really quickly actually. So that's why I'm surprised I did shows as long as I did. Like I get bored of
That's
shit.
not, did you buy all the shit and just?
So
or
I
did
actually
you
had
start-
a lot of it.
Oh, you did?
Because
Okay.
I had like thought about starting it years before, and
Sure.
then I like
Don't we all?
had yeah.
I
It's
see
like,
Kurt doing it and all my friends doing it. I'm like, shit, should I do that too? Because
Right.
you don't know.
Subscribers?
Me? I don't think so. I haven't got a payout in forever.
I mean, people still aren't subscribed.
That's true. Might just be a really small. I doubt it though. It's been like a year.
Just
Wait for this thing to go live again.
just
Yeah.
host all your friends' shit. Right? That's a thing,
I actually
right?
did. It probably still does.
Oh, there you go.
Unless it just doesn't anymore. But
Is that an automatic thing?
Yeah.
They host automatically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right? You
That
set
makes
certain
sense.
people. Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'd stream. I suck at video games, so sure as fuck can't be video games.
Just do building streams. You building
That's
shit.
what he said.
Yeah.
That's
It would be honestly stuff like that does well.
Does
So,
it really?
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm gonna
Just like random
beat the
IRL.
shit out of this old tub.
Yeah. Random shit like that does well, man. I don't know what it is. If you just talk to people. Yeah.
See, I feel like that's gonna just take even long, unless I had somebody back there like hollering out the comments, like
Right.
like fucking Firecatcher 23 said, "Don't throw your back out."
Right.
Or you could sit in a like kiddie pool in your backyard and put a camera on it. People will watch you.
Dude, I should do that. Just party animal it up.
Yep.
Just fucking
Sit
like, well,
back.
today we're gonna drink margaritas and lay out by the pool, and it's just a kiddie pool and shit.
Yeah. You're just hanging out the whole stream. Raking it in, man.
That's I mean, hangout streaming sounds more fun to me, to be
Yeah,
honest.
for
I
sure.
did one on Facebook it was quite a while, and I had a fucking blast doing that.
Really?
That's more fun to me, just talking. That's why I like
Yeah.
this.
For sure.
It's
That
weird
makes
with the
sense.
camera aspect now.
Yeah.
That's
actually
gonna
looking-
take some getting used to, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I look like a fucking turd.
Oh, bro, I've got like fucking saran wrap all over me. I look like I got a fucking like whole thing going on. I got ink all over my pants. I got ink on my shoes. Like
I got fat all over my body. This shirt.
I didn't know that, but now
now they do.
Now they're looking at you
Bro,
like,
I got
fuck.
fucking. I could not believe that goddamn ink sac busted and got in my shoe. As soon as I
Yeah.
got there, I was like, "What the fuck?" In the shoe, man. In the shoe.
Were you wearing socks?
Yeah, well, yeah, but like it ran down the side of my shoe,
course.
so of
Of
course it's
course.
all over it. Like,
Of course. Did it clean off? Those are Nikes, aren't they?
I'm gonna try when I get home. I got some cleaner. We'll see. I doubt it. Though.
Doubt it. Well, it's been too long now.
Well, yeah, it's probably stained.
Shit.
That's an L. I'll just paint them
Are
white
those
again.
expensive? Are you a shoe dude? Are you
I
a
am.
sneakerhead?
I
Are
actually
you
do
really?
have a lot of shoes. Yeah, I probably got like 50 pairs.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of shoes. I have these crusty ass ones I have
Really?
on and my work boots, and technically they're both work boots.
Yeah. I normally, it's funny though, these are the pair I wear like the most. So it's like,
Really?
fuck. Because they go with everything. They're white and they got
Fair
pink
enough.
on them. So like they go with a lot of my
everything.
shirts and shit. I got that black pair behind you back there. Real similar, just black and white.
Oh, yeah.
That was what I was wearing yesterday when I got the tattoo. If I'd worn those today,
Should have worn today.
it would have
see?
been
Gotta
fine.
Be consistent. Well, now you
Never
know.
did I know- yeah,
If I ever
never
go
did I know.
back to back tattoos again, all
Oh,
black.
man. So I've learned with Chance though. So Chance one time when I was getting this fucking Buzz Lightyear, actually, he was shaking up a bottle of green, and when he was shaking it, he didn't have like a paper towel on or anything, and he shook it and it went. Whoosh. It's like a paintbrush, like he just slung it across the wall, but it went everywhere, like fucking everywhere. And dude got all over the walls, got all over the table, it got on my pants, it got on him,
course.
like all over. And I was like, he was like, what the fuck happened? So he cleans it all up, takes like 20, 30 minutes to do it, and then he goes again. Whoosh, and it did it again.
the fuck outta
I'm
here.
dead
What
serious.
the
I was like,
fuck?
Chance, what the fuck,
have to
man?
reschedule. Your next
I
appointment's
know.
already here, man.
Dude, my tattoo for my leg probably took like 3 hours. My mom took
Half
like
of it
an
was just
hour.
cleaning shit up.
Yeah. It was just all chaos in there.
What the fuck? He's so badass, though.
Dude, his shit's so good.
Next fucking level.
Yeah, I've told him he's gonna be on Ink Master soon. Like that's
I don't know how
I'm
he's not.
definitively. He's like, oh, I don't want to go on there. I don't know if he wants me to say this. He's like, oh, I don't want to go on there. I'm like, you better fucking go on there, bro. If you want, you're gonna make a lot of money off
Just
a thing like that
for the rest of your fucking life.
forever. Yeah.
Sometimes it's weird. Like those shows are such like they have such lightning in the bottle characters where
Yep.
it's like they were on a episode and they're just fucking the
Loaded.
rest of their life.
Yep.
They're just set.
Yeah,
I'm booked up for 20 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm curious. Like, I haven't looked into Black Cobra much lately, but I'm curious how far out they're booked at this point. Probably a year.
All of them are insane.
Yeah.
All of them are
It's like
insane.
you never see them advertised.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't do conventions. They don't do any of that shit because they don't
I
have
don't
to.
have to. Exactly.
It's crazy.
Fucking why? I can't imagine going to someone and being like, I just started following this new guy a few months ago. I found it like right before I got off Instagram. It's like he fucking only tattoos, and they look like stickers on your skin.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Like,
They look fucking incredible. Like they
So-
look like a fucking sticker on your
so
skin.
like a sticker or a patch? 'Cause
Like, well, it's like a crinkled up sticker, like something
Okay.
you find on like your
Yeah, yeah.
guitar case after 15 years.
Sure.
But all of them kind of have the same, and they're like a hard white outline, so
Sure.
like you have a border.
Right.
Very, You know, and he
Specific.
puts the shadow on it, so when the corner's lifted up, it looks like
Yeah.
you could just reach on there and peel that shit off.
That's
And
cool as hell.
I bet just booking with that guy is like a 3-year fucking wait. And
sure.
you better fucking be there,
Yeah.
or you're just never gonna get it.
And artists like that, they only want shit that they think is really cool.
Well, that they want.
Yeah.
They're only gonna do what they want to do.
Right, so it's not going to be like piddly bullshit. You know,
Right.
they're going to take the good shit and they're going to have stuff to post, like the
That's
whole deal.
crazy.
I've seen a guy that's really similar to that. He does, but it's patches that he does,
Patches.
and they look like totally 3D
They
and
look
real.
like fucking like
They look literally
an
like
actual-
sewn on.
Yes,
Yeah, that shit
yes,
looks
I've
so
seen that one
cool.
too.
I would, so for me, like, doesn't fit my style, but I think those look cool as fuck. Like,
I
those
would
are awesome.
see. I'm kind of more of like I want all kinds of different.
Right,
things.
right. You've already
Like,
got
I
a lot
wish-
of different stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
so
The fucking all different kinds. So
Yeah,
it would be
yeah.
cool to have like a sticker and a patch or
yeah.
just anything. There's one guy, Rofierdo or something. He's
Okay.
from Brazil, dude. I'll see if I can find it even on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll tap it into Instagram. And this guy is on another fucking
Really?
wavelength. I just his shit blows my. Every time I see it, I'm just like, how is this even possible on human skin?
It
It's
doesn't make
crazy.
sense. There's so many good artists nowadays. It's just
so
like
awesome.
you don't have to just walk into the shop and get some little piece of shit anymore. Like you
Nope.
literally can just like you can
And
go online.
don't do that shit.
Yeah, don't.
Unless it's on purpose. If it's stupid on purpose, fine. But stop going just because the good place was full. Just
Right.
make an appointment.
Yeah, that's a bad lesson to learn, man.
It's forever.
Yeah,
And even when you get it removed,
Yeah.
it's kind of sort of removed. Then you got to get tattooed over or something. It's never like removed.
I've only had to do one cover up, and it was because I just didn't really like it. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like a terrible tattoo,
Right.
But it wasn't good,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And it's because it's a place I went when I was out of town, didn't really vet it out. You know,
Fair
that kind of
enough.
shit. That's
Yep.
kind of how it goes.
Yep.
So you get stuck in a scenario. You're like, oh, yeah, that's fine. You like nervously, like you don't want to say no to him almost.
Well, then you look
So-
through your shit and you're like, I mean, these look good, but then you realize you're only looking at their best shit.
Yep.
So if their best shit only looks sort of okay,
Yeah.
might
sketch.
be red flag.
Yep.
It's like,
Definitely.
well, now you have tetanus.
Oh my
I actually got a
God.
friend that got tetanus from a tattoo
No
party.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, like you're gonna die.
That's
That
bad,
sucks. No, he
man.
didn't
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I was like,
I was just like,
bad.
because I told him
still.
don't go there.
Yeah.
They had carpet. That's
No, that's
the
like
first
red flag.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't go there. I'm kind of picky though. Like for the most part, like this whole arm is Rusty Needle. I go to them in Conway.
Dope.
Except for this, I got this by chance, and these knuckles by chance.
The barbed wire.
Yeah, yeah. And so this whole arm has been chance. My neck's chance. Chest is
Legs.
chance. My back was Rusty Needle also.
Chance. Everyone should just go to Chance.
He,
fucking
honestly, he's
insane.
great. He's booked out 2 months in
I know.
advance. But
He could be more. He does that
if
on
he wanted
purpose.
to.
Yeah.
I had to whenever he opened his booking, I think I booked like 5 appointments with him for that like 2 month window because like
Damn it,
I
man.
knew I needed him, right?
I think the closest I was thinking about that earlier. I think the closest I got a tattoo from the next one
yeah,
was like a 3-month span.
that's what I used to do. I used
And
to do
you're
3,
like
4.
one yesterday, one today, one
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Fucking
Right.
just get them the fuck on me.
And then there's another place. There's a place I just found up in where I live.
What's it called?
Oh gosh.
Just found? Oh,
No,
you just
I
found.
just
Oh,
found it.
fuck,
Yeah,
I'm a
I forget
dummy.
what it's called
I'm a
though. I can't
dummy.
remember the fuck. It's like historic tattoo, something like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Maybe I don't fucking know. So they've got some people in there that do some pretty crazy work. It's more like traditional or neo type stuff.
Okay.
So I might end up going there for like some smaller stuff, because it's close by.
Right.
So I mean, for me, like I'm
Right.
all about it. I need more shit. Just fit me in the schedule. I'll be
Put
there.
it on my fucking palms. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah,
But
literally.
the inside of my fucking fingers.
Literally, like put it on
Oh,
my
there
fucking
you go.
palm.
Damn,
like-
you ain't kidding. Shit.
Yeah, I gotta get this reblasted too. 'cause
You have
part
to,
of it-
dude. This shit doesn't take.
It didn't
It's
take
so
like, at all.
hard.
This part actually stayed. The spider web there.
I was gonna
stayed
say,
okay.
It's
Like
just that one spot.
so that was just all shaded black. So probably just gonna have to get it
Yeah.
done again. It literally peeled off like a strip.
Oh yeah,
It was
I've
like
had that
gone.
happen.
Yeah.
I got one on my side of my leg. It was a tour, first tour I ever went on. I got the laminate
Yeah,
tattooed
yeah.
on my leg.
That's cool.
But then I went kayaking the next day,
Oh, you fucked
and
up.
it fell.
Yep.
And my leg went down in the rocks, so there's just a bunch of patches all the way across it from where the rocks
Man.
just ripped the shit off my fucking body.
Jesus Christ.
I pulled my leg up and it was all bleeding. I was like, well, that's fucked, and I'm an idiot. And I was just mad as fuck for like an hour.
Right. I
Like,
bet.
damn
dude.
it. Like, I mean,
Tattoos are expensive, man. That's all it comes down to.
yeah. And, it was
And the
mossy rocks.
time.
Time. I never went back. I'm like, it's part of the story now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now people are like, why isn't it finished? Be like, well, it
It
was.
Yeah. I've got so much shit I want to do, man. My legs are pretty empty.
Dude, my legs are sore. Yeah, they're pretty empty. I just
Yeah.
don't know what I would get down there.
Yeah. I think I've got an idea, but, you know, it's going to be similar shit
See,
to what
I'm
I've
too
got.
picky. I'm just like, I wait, and then I think of something I like,
Yeah.
and then I wait too long, and
Yeah.
then I don't like it anymore. And I'm
See.
like, shit.
I know that for me, my kind of condition is if I like it for like about 2 weeks and I'm still thinking about it, I probably want it because
Really?
I've been sitting thinking about it. Like I would probably blow it off or forget about it if it wasn't.
So
like,
if it's more like obsessed over it, then you're like, okay, I want this.
yeah, that's kind of my thing. It's like here lately though, I haven't had a lot of like new ideas because like I've just been scheduling shit that I've already thought about for months and months. You know, like just working through them. So like this has been in my
fucking wild.
This has literally been this thing. I had a reference picture that's been in my phone for like 6 months.
The
you know?
large chess piece is getting really popular. You see that quite
Yeah.
a bit these days.
For sure. They look crazy most
It's
of the time.
wild.
I really like the full look.
full look.
I like the chest stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks cool. I just feel like fulls look way better. Because
Right.
like stomach tattoos in general, I think generally look really cool.
Yeah.
On a lot lot of people.
Yeah, no, not me.
Well, I mean, you could always get like a keg or
Okay,
something,
oh,
bro.
Yeah, that's true. Put the tap on my finger,
Yeah.
just get a cord all the way up.
Yep, there
and
you
then
go.
just spit on them.
Yeah. Like, what is that?
What's that?
Yeah. Little did you know.
It's a cool party tattoo, man.
Man.
You want to wrap this shit up?
Let's
We've been
wrap
talking
it
for
up.
almost 2 hours.
Damn, bro. We've been blowing through
Blowing
this shit.
through this shit.
Well, hey,
It's
let's wrap it
fucking-
up.
yeah, it's 9:38.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, you still got to tell me what that show was. All right, everybody. You got anything to it's not really nothing going on, so.
Hey, man, this time I don't got anything else to bitch about other than, nah, I don't got anything.
That's good.
I don't got nothing.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening.